80-point plateau. So Columbus in 32 games, 80 points. That is 3 better than the Binghamton Black Bears, who lead the Empire Division. And why is that significant? And by the way, Columbus has a game in hand over Binghamton. Well, it is significant because home ice not only throughout the Continental Division playoffs, but then into the final. Should the River Dragons make it to that Commissioner's Cup final, the road would have to come through Columbus, and it always helps to have that extra and potentially deciding game in front of the hometown fans. The opponent tonight, the Mississippi SeaWolves, are 4th in the Continental Division, currently occupying that final playoff berth in the division at 13-6, 2-2-2, 49 points. It's a substantial gap in the standings between these two teams. And the River Dragons, however, a little bit wary of the SeaWolves team. They were in here last weekend in Mississippi, pushed the River Dragons to overtime in the first game. Columbus won it 7-6. And then in Game 2 of the rematch, once again, the SeaWolves, a team that can put the puck in the net plenty, pushed Columbus, but the River Dragons come out with a regulation win that time, 8-5. And in fact, the River Dragons now have scored 23 goals in the last 3 games after putting up another 8 spot last night against the Baton Rouge Zydeco. So the River Dragons coming in here tonight really just trying to not only keep that offensive juggernaut going, but play better defensively and try to make things a little bit easier for goaltender Brendan Colgan, who's expected to get the start once again here tonight. We'll get to all that with the starting goaltenders and, of course, a look inside the numbers for tonight's game, plus that Zelmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard. And we will keep you posted on everything going on in and around the league. Talk about the SeaWolves team that a little bit shorthanded here tonight, but the usual suspects to keep an eye out for. And here's the other little intriguing storyline here that we're going to get into more as well. This game features the 2 players in the league tied atop the scoring race in Justin McDonald of the River Dragons and Yanni Liarakos of the Mississippi SeaWolves. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we've got more of this Air Force Heating and Air pregame show coming your way. And when we do that, we will indeed talk about that scoring race, the 2 guys who are responsible for it, and something remarkable that Justin McDonald is right in the middle of as we speak. Stay tuned. There's plenty more coming your way. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Introducing New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
Good internet.
For a limited time, get super fast internet and YouTube TV starting at just $82.98 per month.
Wow.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And welcome back here in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. Tom Callahan here with you as we are getting ready for tonight's game between the Mississippi SeaWolves and your Columbus River Dragons. It's youth hockey night here tonight, and Tim Hortons with a massive presence here in the building. I already told you that the River Dragons are on a Tim Hortons 12-game win streak. But they're giving away Timbits here tonight at the arena. That's right. If you've never had Timbits, first of all, shame on you. However, they are giving away Timbits out in the concourse here tonight, along with various and sundry other items that Tim Hortons has brought along with them. They are doing a little bit of sampling out there. I've seen a couple of coffee cups. That never hurts anyone's feelings, including my own. And we are grateful to have them as a partner. First year of the partnership here. And a little tidbit. This is breaking news. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one out there right now for you. Guess what? There's more Tim Hortons coming to Columbus, Georgia. I just found that out on the concourse in a brief chat earlier today. All right, so let's get inside the numbers here on this Air Force Seeing and Air pregame show. And it is Youth Hockey Night. And I want to talk a little bit about Justin McDonald, the season he's having, and just trying to put it in perspective right now. McDonald is absolutely having an amazing year. He's on a 22-game point streak, which is a record for the FPHL. No one's ever done that before. 48 points in that stretch. He's got 67 on the year, and that ties him with Yanni Liarakos on the season for the points that he has. And I'll tell you what, McDonald is a guy, as we get a chance to see him here, who just has been carrying this team scoring-wise, but leadership-wise, he's a big part of things out there. And you know what? Since he's come on board with this River Dragons team, I mean, you heard Taylor Joseph talking yesterday. He was up here doing color, and by the way, we'll be up here again tonight on the broadcast. But about McDonald, the sense of humor he brings, and, you know, kind of the wry humor style. He's a little dry. He's an older guy, a veteran guy, but when he talks, people in the room listen. He's a 3-time league MVP. He's a 3-time league champion at various levels, including this one. And he knows what it takes to win, and he's made a huge difference with this team. And on the other side, it's Yanni Liarakos. They both have 67 points. To put in perspective how special a year this is for both of them, third place Hugo Koch, who, by the way, is on the SeaWolves, points, 52. So there's a 15-point gap between the top two scorers in the league and third place. That is the kind of special year both of these players are having. Liarakos wearing number 89 for the SeaWolves hockey team, and a former River Dragon as well. And I know that we often hear Jerome Bichard talking about Liarakos one way or another, whether it's on the River Dragons television coaches show, which is on CTN Channel 16, the Christian Television Network, during the week, or maybe he's just, you know, referencing this Mississippi SeaWolves team and discussing all the different things that the SeaWolves team can do and the ways they can beat you. Liarakos is also at the tip of your tongue. He's on 29 goals. He'll be the first guy to hit 30 this year, and he's 4 goals clear of Tate Leeson, 5 in front of Alexander Jemayev from the River Dragons, who's in third place with 24. So he's leading the league in goals. Justin McDonald leads the league in assists, and he has a 7-point gap between him and the second-place guy, Peter Panachik of the Carolina Thunderbirds. And then Liarakos, 38 assists on the season. But it just shows you how balanced they are as well. J-Max over 20 goals this year. Liarakos is about to break 30 goals. He's averaging 2.5 points per game. McDonald is averaging 2.1 points per game. And McDonald is getting it done not only offensively but defensively as well. He leads the league in plus-minus at a plus 38. And you get a plus every time your team scores an even strength goal with you on the ice. You get a minus every time a goal is scored against your line at full strength or even strength. And so that means that McDonald has been on the ice for 38 more goals for at even strength than he has against. And that is pretty strong numbers. And that highlights really the biggest and most important matchup here within this game, the game within the game, if you will. These two guys are just the catalysts for their hockey teams, and the River Dragons, not to say they're a one-man team. They are far from it. The Columbus River Dragons have plenty of scoring spread out throughout this lineup. They already have another 6 players over the 30-point plateau, so 7 guys over 30 points. Ryan Hunter is on 29. He may hit that tonight to get to 30. He'd be the 7th player on the roster, but Alex Dorjahan, Josh Petrantonio, Alexander Jemayev, Cody Wickline, Austin Doe, and Kyle Moore are all over that 30-point plateau. And the River Dragons, all those guys have played approximately 30 games. So when you have that many players right at a point-a-game pace or better, that means incredible things for you offensively. They average 5 goals a game this year, this River Dragons team, plus 71 goal differential. And that one just means you're scoring that much more than your opponent, and that is huge numbers for Columbus. Let's take a break here in this Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. When we come back, as warm-ups have now wrapped themselves up down there on the ice, and we will take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. When we return, busy night in college basketball in the National Hockey League, and a busy night in the FPHL as well. We'll take a look at those games for you. And then we will also have our chat with River Dragons head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard. It's youth hockey night tonight here at the Columbus Civic Center, and folks still filing in, but already a pretty good crowd gathering here for this one. Still time to get your tickets if you want to come down and join us. Otherwise, keep it tuned right here for more River Dragons hockey.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo's Zip-In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
On the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
And we are back on Columbus River Dragons hockey. We want to say hello to all of our television viewers on Christian Television Network. Want to say hello to all of our radio listeners. Elm 1069 really rocks the simulcast here in Columbus, and of course on the YouTube side at Columbus River Dragons on YouTube. And you know what? It's a lot of fun to bring you these hockey games. We look forward to them, and I'll tell you what, this one's going to be an absolute barn burner this evening between two teams that can put up big offensive numbers, have done it in the past. The River Dragons are absolutely on fire offensively right now. And again, for Columbus, the concentration really doesn't have to be so much on scoring the goals. It's focusing more on trying to keep pucks out of your own net. And I think that's something that you're going to see Columbus really have to focus on here tonight against this high-flying, risk-or-reward SeaWolves hockey team. Let's take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard for you. A couple of games that are already underway in the FPHL. This out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passions since 1999. And a big boy arena out in Motor City, which is Fraser, Michigan, suburban Detroit. Binghamton and Motor City are scoreless after the first period of play there. And then a McMorran Arena. That game also almost at the end of the first period between the Watertown Wolves and the Port Huron Prowlers. Just 20 seconds to go in that opening frame. They likewise have yet to see a goal in that game. Coming up at the top of the hour, along with our game, you've also got the Elmira River Sharks at Danbury Arena to take on the Hat-Tricks in the back half of a home-and-home series. And then at the Apex Center in Westville, Virginia, the Carolina Thunderbirds are visiting the Blue Ridge Bobcats. In the National Hockey League, several finals from earlier this afternoon. Some matinee action. The Blues with a 3-1 lead or a 3-1 win over the Buffalo Sabres. It took overtime, but the Detroit Red Wings 4-3 winners over the Vancouver Canucks. The Dallas Stars beat the Montreal Canadiens 3-2. Calgary Flames 5-2 over the New York Islanders. The Capitals shut out the Bruins 3-0. Games going on right now. There's only one, actually. And at the first intermission, the Florida Panthers have a 2-0 lead over the Colorado Avalanche. 7 o'clock puck drops coming up here. You've got Devils at Hurricanes. The Lightning are at the Blue Jackets. Maple Leafs at the Senators. Kraken at Flyers. Penguins at Jets. Then at 8 p.m., you've got the Coyotes in Nashville against the Predators. And at 10 o'clock, the Oilers are at the Kings. Looking at men's college hoops, a busy day on the hardwood and plenty of ranked teams in action. We'll just get the quick refresh here. Take a look at some of the finals from earlier today. Number 23, Texas Tech beats UCF. Number 17, Kentucky lost 89-85 to Gonzaga, who, by the way, the Zags unranked right now. That's an unusual place to see Gonzaga. But at 18-6, they have not found themselves with a number by their name, but perhaps after beating Kentucky, they might next week. Number 5, Houston beats Cincinnati 67-62. Number 3, North Carolina by 3 over Miami today. Number 12, Auburn lost to unranked Florida 81-65. And boy, I tell you what, Auburn's been having a pretty good season, but that is a tough loss right there in the SEC. Number 14, Iowa State beat TCU. Michigan State, unranked, beats number 10, Illinois earlier today as well. Number 9, Duke beats Boston College. Number 15, South Carolina tops Vanderbilt today. Number 19, Creighton over Xavier. Number 16, Alabama, 109-92 winners over LSU. Number 11, Wisconsin lost to Rutgers, 78-56. Not only is that a big beat right there, but in the Big Ten, but it's also, that's a big margin there for Wisconsin. That's kind of interesting to see that outcome. Number 1, UConn takes care of business against Georgetown earlier today. Games going on right now. Number 4, Kansas 28-20 over number 13, Baylor. That's got about 5 minutes left to go in the first half. And then number 7, Marquette trails St. John's 42-30 with 3 minutes to go in the first half there. Coming up later tonight, you've got Indiana at number 2, Purdue. These are all 8 o'clock tips. Number 6, Tennessee at Texas A&M. UNLV at number 25, New Mexico. And then at 10 o'clock, you have number 8, Arizona is at Colorado. Kansas State is at number 21, BYU. Boise State is at number 22, Utah State. So a busy Saturday on the hardwood for the men here today. And I know the SEC folks around here, sure, it's 90% football, maybe 99.9% football, but take a moment and just pause and have a look at the year the SEC teams are having in basketball right now. It's actually a pretty remarkable year for the conference. Auburn, Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina, all these teams having exceptional seasons right now. And, you hope that continues. You like to see that the conference really seems to be getting a little bit more credit. I know we're used to the Dukes, North Carolinas, and Kentuckys. It's a little weird to see Kentucky with a double-digit number next to its rank and, know that Kentucky, hey, they might even be struggling a little bit more than that right now. And, of course, number 2, Purdue right now, that's big for them. But SEC basketball has really come up this year in a big, big way, and I'm sure a lot of folks will be saying, well, it's always been this good. Yeah, but this year I feel like people are taking notice of it, not just SEC fans. So it's kind of a neat thing to see. All right, back to the matter at hand here tonight. We are talking about the River Dragons taking on the Mississippi SeaWolves. It is youth hockey night. It's also a family 4-pack night here tonight. And we want to thank everybody who did pick up their family 4-packs for the game and remind you that there are only 2 family 4-pack nights left. Those are going to be on March 16th, which is Faith and Family Night, and we hope you can come out to join us for that. And then on April 13th, Fan Appreciation Night. That's the final regular season home game. And those Chick-fil-A Midland Kissin' 99.3 family 4-packs include 4 tickets to the game, 4 hot dogs, 4 popcorn, 4 Pepsi products, And for coupons for Chick-fil-A and over $100 value for just $40. Available only through the River Dragons office. You can pick up your last 2 family 4-pack games starting Monday. Only through the office. Call us 706-507-4625, 507-4625, or come down to the office. We are located on the west side of the Columbus Civic Center in the courtyard area between the main building and the practice rink. You can stop by and pick up your family 4-packs as well. So our thanks to everybody who is here tonight and supporting Youth Hockey Night, supporting River Dragons hockey. We look forward to a tremendous game here this evening. And hey, if you're driving around looking for something to do, you're like, what do I want to do with my Saturday night? You still have time. There are seats available to join us here at the Columbus Civic Center for what will be a tremendous game here this evening and our last look of the season at the Mississippi SeaWolves. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to have our chat with River Dragons head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard. And then on the other side of that, we're going to get ready to drop the puck. The River Dragons and the SeaWolves coming your way in just a little bit. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Watch out, watch out! Ew! She said yes.
Yeah! So fast, so reliable, so much to love. For a limited time, get Internet 1 gig for just $50 a month.
Wow. Peppermint season is back at Tim Hortons with even more peppermint flavor. It's the tastiest, mintiest way to cheers the holidays. 'Tis the season to treat yourself with any $1 medium latte when you order on the app. Only at Tim Hortons.
I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a new lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
So refreshing. So tasty.
what the?
Just let it happen.
Oh, chill. He was a soda.
New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. It's different.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
We're always going.
Welcome back here on the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. We're joined by River Dragons head coach Jerome. If someone says, hey, I have good news and I have bad news, which would you rather hear first? Welcome back here on the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. We're joined by River Dragons head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard. Boom, I'm going to start with a personal question here with you. If someone says, hey, I have good news and I have bad news, which would you rather hear first?
Bad news.
Okay, let's start with the bad news from yesterday's game. And in recent memory, every time the River Dragons scored, not every time, but it seems like a lot, there's been a response goal from the opposition. What's happening?
Well, nothing like putting me on the spot, Tom.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, not really sure. Like, I mean, it comes down to it. A couple bad bounces, couple bad reads, and like we're playing well, but we're playing loose at sometimes. We're not lazy. We're back, but we're not really picking up guys, the right people. This and that. So, I mean, it is frustrating. I mean, last weekend, this weekend are totally similar. Similar teams. I mean, these guys, Baton Rouge has guys that can put the puck in the net. Mississippi has guys that put the puck in the net. Both of them aren't very versed defensively. But I say that, I mean, heck, we give up 5 goals we give up 15 goals in 3 games. Like that's that's not in our game plan per se. So challenged the guys this morning. We watched a little video and I'm like, guys, we work hard and we're not doing the right things at the right times. Whether that goal starts in the offensive zone, because we've had some success during that game and we totally kind of manhandle a team for 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes at a time, and then all of a sudden, well, now we just get a little too risky and we make a bad play at the offensive blue line, and it's coming down 3-on-2, and guys are kind of in a hurry to get back and scrambling. I'm like, guys, why are we scrambling? Let's just not get into scramble mode. Let's put the puck back in the corner and get back to work.
And so the good side of that is, now we're going to the good news, Boom. 23 goals in the last 3 games. So the team is scoring enough to compensate for the mistakes and the errors, and right now offensively things are clicking. Yeah,
you know what I mean? At no point did I feel in jeopardy that we were going to lose the game. But it's going to come if we continue on that path. And, hey, I challenge the guys. Again, at the beginning of the year, our goal is to, score 4, give up 2. And, we're clipping on 5.5 or close to 6 goals a game. But our goals against is creeping up, and we got to get back down to brass tacks and know when we need to go and when we need not to. And it's more trying to give my defensemen the confidence to do that. And again, we talked about it, I think last week on the radio show and the coach show that, I just need that defenseman to make that stand. And more times than not, your job is to displace the puck. And if you surprise that guy, if you jump and miss him, but the puck goes down the wall, my defensive partner is going to go get that, and we're good. And we did that last night numerous times. And tonight against Mississippi, that's going to be a what, Tom?
Key to the game?
Nice, key to the game.
All right, so
the key to the game.
Let's lead right in.
You know what? We need to be better on the defensive side of the puck. We need to, yes, score goals, but we need to be cognizant of picking up people, tracking numbers, tracking the right person. The guy without the puck are the guy that's going to hurt you, and we need to pick up those guys and continue to hold our blue line and make sure that we get them to dump the puck in and chip the puck in as opposed to carrying it.
All right, Boomer, thanks. We appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
You bet, thank you.
So we're back with the drop of the puck in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
We all dream. But dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful. Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this.
Where'd he come from?
I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
And get ready here for our moment of silence and then our national anthem.
River Dragons, thank you. Now remain standing hands over heart for the presentation of our national anthem, performed tonight by Kaylee Dunowski.
All right, anthem in the books before tonight's game as we take a look at tonight's starting goaltenders for the River Dragons and the Mississippi SeaWolves. Starting in goal tonight for the River Dragons, it's going to be number 1, Brendan Colgan. Colgan, 12-2-0-1 with an .880 save percentage, 3.32 goals against average and 1 shutout to his credit. Meanwhile, he's opposed by Blake Wyrick. And actually, correction, that is going to be Anthony D'Aloisio, who is getting the start down there. And as I look over to the bench, Wyrick is not on the bench. Wyrick was scheduled to get the start tonight, and he's not. Interesting. I wonder if something happened. Wyrick has been battling upper body injuries all season long. He is not on the bench. I wonder if something happened in warm-up. He might have got dinged in warm-up. Okay, so curveball for all of us here, but D'Aloisio, 6-5-0 on the year with an .890 save percentage and a 4.31 goals against average. So not that D'Aloisio is any less capable, but just kind of an interesting circumstance here that Wyrick, who was out there for warm-ups, led the team out for warm-ups and went through most of it, is now not even on the bench. So that is the only thing I can come up with. Now, that's completely unofficial. I have no knowledge of that. That is me kind of guessing here, but it looks like that is the case. So D'Aloisio is going to get the start, and a bit of a surprise start for him. So we'll see how he reacts to that as well. Right now, down on the ice, they are presenting for the Player of the Month of January awards, as the River Dragons, a couple of winners for the Player and Goaltender of the Month. Justin McDonald, we talked about him in the pregame show, just the absolute jag he is on. He had a point in every game in January. Named Player of the Month by the league for the month of January. That one's hard not to see. But also, Taylor Joseph, who will be joining me at some point in the booth here tonight to do a little bit of color commentary. Joseph, named Goaltender of the Month for his efforts. And so congratulations to them. And Tijo was down there on the ice receiving his award. So that's why he's not quite up here in the booth yet. In a moment, we'll get our referee introductions in line for you. But in the meantime, it's time to drop the puck here. The River Dragons in those special teal 5th anniversary jerseys just for this season, that design. And it'll be McDonald, Moore, and Hunter starting up front for the River Dragons as they roll left to right in front of our broadcast location. This has been the hottest line in the league, facing off against the top line of the SeaWolves, Liarakos, Nilsson, and Koch. Puck pushed into the SeaWolves end of things here to start it off. And Mississippi will try to attack through center. They dump it in wide of Colgan. Banked off the wall, but not out as Liarakos picks it up, feeds it towards the point, not out. Kept in by Turner. Tied up on the near side boards. A 4-player pile, and now it's chipped out and off the glass. Down the ice it'll roll. No icing here. Moore watching as Turner swings it back on the near side. Give it away down low. McDonald, a quick shot save. Wyrick, puck is still free. Now he's got it. D'Aloisio. Again, D'Aloisio starting. We just found out a minute or two ago, but D'Aloisio the start over Blake Wyrick tonight. And again, Wyrick is not on the bench right now, so could be one of two things. Could be an equipment issue. Could have been an injury in warm-ups. But honestly did not notice anything. And again, knowing that Wyrick's been battling some issues this year. River Dragons keeping the puck in at the point. They'll bounce it down the right side. Here's Alexander Jemaev. Knocked down, gets back up, trying to kick it along there behind the net. Jemaev out the far side. Wanted to backhand it in front. It's cleared out by the SeaWolves instead. Here's Wong. Left side to Barr. In towards the goal. Swatted away by Colgan. Here's Wong in the slot with a shot and a right pad save there by Colgan. Colgan trying to implore his defenseman to get rid of the puck. Clear that biscuit out of the zone. They do. Just over the line, and now Barr's going to wheel back in for Mississippi. Steers it in front. Colgan turns it aside with the stick. Played behind the net on to the far side. Austin Doe out there. This line also, Doe, Petrantonio, and Bersani had a hot night last night. Here's Petrantonio up the right side. And he comes in with a shot, glove save, and it's held. A little bit of a late whistle, but we do finally get one there. But Hunter Bersani last night, 5-point night with his folks in town here. 2 goals, 3 assists last night. So what a night for Bersani. He's in for this face-off here. As it's tied up. Quick shot off the draw, and that one is grabbed and held. And again, D'Aloisio in there and sharp. So we're going to do it again here to the left of the SeaWolves net. Just 1:45 into the first period, and the faceoff is one back out. And down the ice, Lahetka backing up on it. He'll move it ahead. Passer Bersani just missed him, but Bersani's going to beat out the race for icing. He looks to center, goes right up the slot, ends up at the point, kept in there by Slahetka. Wick line, cross ice feed, back door. Oh boy, Storjahan just couldn't get his stick to the puck. He had an open net. Wick line into the slot. Bersani lets it go, and a shoulder save. D'Aloisio down for the left point. Duncan holding it in. Wickline tied up. Puck pushed to the near side. Kuznetsov can't clear. Second attempt, now he gets it out. But Columbus turns it right back in. Bersani skating it himself and over the line. Bersani in with a shot. Save made Bersani, leaving it for Wickline on the right side. Right point, Slahetka. Pinballs around to Bersani. Bersani into space looking for Wickline. That pass is picked off, and now a chance for Licio to clear off the dasher out to center. River Dragons looking to start a change. Here's Ryan Hunter, right side. He's got some room, walks in with a wrist shot, and he found the glass. McDonald trying to keep it. Bouncer on the left side all the way up top of the blue line. Fed into space, turned over by the SeaWolves. Here they come. Mississippi up the left side. Koch tried to feed it in front. Pass blocked by Underwood. Scoreless here in the early going. 3:10 into this first period. Now here's Kyle Moore breaking up the right side. Moore works in. Backhand pass across to Hunter. Cutting in front. And it was slapped off his stick at the last moment. Fed up top. McDonald covering the left point for Bockwell. His shot deflects high. Fed to the right point. Underwood chips it down on the cycle. Moore tried to move it to the slot there. Underwood working it around. Here's McDonald up high himself and into space looking for Bockwell. Puck to the high slot. Underwood. McDonald had to go past the toe of his stick. McDonald to the left side wall. Tied up over there, and now SeaWolves able to pull it out. Good shift by this River Dragons team. Puck still in. Russell has to turn it the other way. Around it goes. Finds Learakos to the far side, and he will just lift the wedge out to center. Lucas Helen looping back. 4 minutes gone in the first. He just coughs it up to center ice. Columbus will regroup. Pitchforked in on the backhand there by Jemaev around to the far side. River Dragons have the forward lines a little mixed up here right now. Jemaev is up there with Petrantonio and Doe to try to get him going. Second on the team, and actually first on the team in goals. 24 coming into tonight as it's bounced in on goal. SeaWolves hold. But it's been a little while since Jemaev has put the puck in the net. We talked to him yesterday, and now coming out here onto the ice, there's Blake Wyrick. So might have been an equipment issue for the Wolves netminder. The question is, does D'Aloisio stay in at this point, or do they sub Wyrick in? Or maybe they just give Wyrick, perhaps they're playing tomorrow, they could just give him tomorrow's start. See if they are playing tomorrow here. I'll take a quick check when I get a moment. They are not playing tomorrow. This is the only game of the weekend for Mississippi. There's a wraparound attempt right through the crease out the other side. Petrantonio on it. His shot was blocked by Turner. And now the puck out at center. Columbus on the regroup. Right side. Here's Doe. Tries to kick it to himself in his skates. Austin Doe, right side corner. Puck behind the net. Doe tying up over there, pulls it free in front, a shot save, rebound, Doe again denied. Puck is still free, but they get the touch and a penalty call coming up against the Mississippi SeaWolves. Columbus is going to head to its first, the Loft power play of the game. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for 2-for-1 cover, and tonight a post-game party with the River Dragons only at the Loft. Matt Stoya going into the box. 2 minutes are slashing. 4:55, time of the penalty. Columbus on the power play, third in the league, 25.8. 77.1 on the kill for the SeaWolves. That is seventh. Here's a shot coming in. They score! Carter Shinkarik on the power play with a seeing eye wrist shot that finds its way in over the right shoulder of D'Aloisio. Just 7 seconds into the power play, the River Dragons strike first. It's 1-0. Taylor Joseph joining us up here. I might have to give him a second to catch his breath after that incredibly long climb to get up here. But T-Josie, you get back up here and right away the puck's in the net.
You guys can probably hear me huffing and puffing here, yeah. So long walk up here, but yeah, great shot by Shinkarik from the top there.
And he just, you know what? You put it towards the net. We talk about this all the time. It's real hard to stop what you can't see, and in it goes. And the River Dragons to the power play marker here, up 1-0. Boy, Shinkarik had a shorty last night. Power play goal here tonight. And now back in, here's Kuznetsov with a shot fought off by Colgan. Wickline, one of the assists on that goal. There's a chance in on net, and that one is turned away by Duncan at the side of the goal. And Columbus able to move it back out to center. 1-0 River Dragons in the lead here. Mississippi back up the near side. They'll play it off the dasher out to center. Good crowd here on hand tonight. They're into it early as Columbus with the early 1-0 lead. Koch will back up into his own end. We haven't even got to our referee introductions tonight, which are brought to you by the Optical Shop in Phoenix City, where right now for just $99 and a bag of chips, you can get 2 pair of eyeglasses. Here's Swan at center, trying to work his way in, could not. He'll feed the left side, right at the line. McDonald pushed off. Your referees tonight, number 34, Brian Cole, number 64, Ken Radolinski. We'll get to the linesman in a second. Here's Kyle Moore bullying his way around behind with a wraparound attempt. Aloisio got the right pad out, puck at the point, a shot coming in, tipped into the netting. Their linesmen are Alex Cole and Josiah Diamond. We're going to let Taylor Joseph catch his breath and everybody else here catch their breath and take a break. We'll come right back with more in just a moment. 1-0 River Dragons, 6:28 into this Chick-fil-A Midland first period. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. I just love how the biscuit just matches perfectly with the spice on the chicken fillet. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. The chicken is always crispy. Then you add the spices to the chicken, instant classic.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo's Zip-In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
All right, and we are back here tonight as the River Dragons and the Mississippi SeaWolves going head-to-head. Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph will join us here in just a moment, but right now the draw coming up to the right of the SeaWolves net, which is manned by D'Aloisio. Originally, we thought Wyrick was getting the start here tonight, but D'Aloisio ends up as the starter here, and it's already 1-0 Columbus. Shinkarik, the power play goal from Wickline and Jemaev to get things underway. And I'll tell you what, that's a good start for Columbus, but now they've got to play this next 53 minutes of hockey. There's a chance in front right there, dangerous one that is turned aside, but boy, Columbus is buzzing here early. L.A. Rocco's back on the left side. He'll leave it into the slot, Koch to the back door, and that went through the skates of Nilsson. However, we have a penalty in behind the play. Taylor, did you happen to catch that one?
Yeah, it was I believe it was a hook off the wall there. I was just going to say, too, really good response by Columbus today compared to yesterday. Like you said, the team is really bringing it, and especially after getting a goal, it's good to keep the pressure going.
So it is Hunter into the box for hooking. .6:45 time of the penalty. Hunter into that Abercrombie Bonding penalty box, where hopefully the River Dragons will be able to spring him out of there. As Columbus is here, the top-ranked penalty-killing team in the league, 85.4%. 6th on the power play for the SeaWolves at 22.1. They certainly have the weapons, do the SeaWolves. We'll see if perhaps Mississippi is able to do anything with it. It's King. Or pardon me, that is, let's see, we have Swan, Petrantonio, Underwood, and Bockwell to start this penalty kill off here. Leorakos on the left side trying to walk it in, and Stoya turning it back behind Turner. He's got to chase a roller. Petrantonio on him, has a chance in front, leaves it up top. Swan with a shot, and a right arm save there from point blank range.
There's a few very good chances and a few very big saves there.
D'Aloisio for a guy who's just jumped in here, and now on the left side, here's another chance for Austin Doe, and a glove save there. And right now, the SeaWolves back on their heels. By the way, Mississippi has given up the most shorthanded goals in the league this year at 10. They're the only team in double digits as Gill clears it down. D'Aloisio annoyedly trying to wave everybody back, and he'll play it towards Helland. Dumped into the River Dragons end of things and sent right back down the ice. D'Aloisio way out to the corner to play it. He's watched by Bersani, scoops it away in the backhand. Good PK right now for the River Dragons. 25 seconds to go in this man advantage for Mississippi. They haven't done much with it. SeaWolves will dump it in, and now too many men on the ice. There's still all 6 of them out there. That's an easy call, T-Joe.
Not the response they wanted. Didn't have much zone time. I think we had most of the zone time here in their end for their power play. It didn't look good.
Let's see who they pick to send off here. It's got to be someone from the 6 that was on the ice, and it's going to be Russell into the box. So the River Dragons, after they get past this 17-second mark, Hunter will return to the ice, and then they'll have an abbreviated The Loft power play. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover. So Mississippi drops to 0-for-1 with a man advantage, and Columbus now, 17 seconds from now, will get its second kick at the can. D'Aloisio out to his right for this face-off, which is pushed ahead by the SeaWolves. They'll curl back. Here's Barr. Feeding it Turner. He's pestered by Jamaev. Has to go right side with it. Mississippi able to exit the zone. They cough it up. Shinkarik feeds it to an open space there. Hunter is out of the box. And Columbus will set up possession here. On the left side, here's his chance in front. Saved D'Aloisio. He's got the rebound. Wickline was there sniffing for it. Taylor, I feel like the River Dragons have come out with a lot more jump tonight than last night.
Yeah, no, it's 11 shots in the first 10 minutes, or 9 minutes, sorry. The guys are going hard. It doesn't look like Mississippi's too organized down there. You can see there's frustration with the team, and I'm sure they're going to be looking to try to kill this off and come off with a better response here.
D'Aloisio, a lively conversation with the referee there. River Dragons right now pinching from the right point. Here's Hunter. Puck slid along the glass. Slahetka can't keep it in, and it's sent down the ice. So it is Shinkarik, Jamaev, Slahetka, Wickline, and Hunter out there right now on the power play. Columbus up the left side. Jamaev in over the line to Wickline. In front, tried to feed it through it. Ends up top. Hunter with a shot, and that one was deflected wide in front. Around it wraps to the right point, kept in. Slahetka moving it down, lowers Wickline out the far side. Wickline pinned up in the corner. Gets it free, though, to Jamaev. Jamaev looking up top, tried to thread it through. Pass blocked and cleared. 49 seconds of the power play. Both teams will change. McDonald will curl back in front of his own net. Watched by Leorakos. His stretch ahead. Here's Storjahan moving in. Has help. Storjahan stops in the top. Feeds it up top. Petrantonio with a shot, and D'Aloisio the save. Boy, he had to squeeze the pillows together there. But he's able to come up with it and hang on. Exactly halfway through period number 1. 1-0 River Dragons looking for more on the power play. Back with more in a moment on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hello there, my name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is every single time you take a bite, you know you're gonna get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches. There's no touching it.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful. Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Fueling life's passions.
And we are back here with a face-off coming up to the left of the SeaWolves net. Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph here. 10 minutes in, Taylor, what do you think so far?
Lots of energy from the Columbus side. Looks like they're getting a lot of chances. The goalie here for Mississippi, I can't really pronounce his name, that's my bad. Daloisio. He's kept his team in the game. It's shot count's 12-2, so he's doing what he can to keep them in there.
Here's a feed at the line. Doe trying to hold it in. 30 seconds to go in this River Dragons power play. What a battle. They keep it in. Petrantonio walks in with a shot and a glove save. Oh, Daloisio dropped it but got the whistle.
It's a big save with two guys back door. As a mini 3-on-1. He's like I said, he's really keeping the guys in the game here for Mississippi.
And Mississippi is a team, we're watching them right now, and this is exactly what they do. They pressure to the point. They try to blow the zone. It's why they lead the league in shorties, but they also give up a lot of goals.
Yeah, you can see it, right? They're a high-risk, high-reward team. Or high-risk, high-reward, so that's how they play. But it's working for them so far. It's only 1-0, but...
River Dragons have it knocked out over the line. They steal it back, but the power play's coming to an end here. Here's Moore back in on the right side, driving in around behind the net. Kyle Moore wraps it out far side, looking for an option through traffic, a shot, and again, Daloisio with a glove save. And we talked in the pregame show about Justin McDonald's 22-game FPHL record point streak coming into tonight, but Kyle Moore is a guy riding a point streak of his own as well. And, on this line, especially with J-Mac, I'm sure it's definitely helped him out, but Moore, 11 games with a point, 25 points in those 11 games, and that line has just been fantastic. Ryan Hunter also picking it up. He had a couple last night. Then we talked about the Bersani line. We have plenty to talk about here. There's an awful lot going on as that puck cleared down the ice here. So Taylor, I'll let you pick a topic there out of everything we just kind of talked about. Who's impressed you most as of late?
Well, I last night really, I think was the most complete game by line I saw with Bersani, Petrantonio, and Doe. They're cycling the puck, getting it down low, grinding in the corners, and then getting the puck up front, and good things are happening. I think, as you know, Tom, offense isn't. There's no shortage of offense with our team. I think the key here is just continuing to sharpen things up defensively, and I think it puts us in a pretty good spot.
Stretch pass by the SeaWolves misses. That goes down for icing, so the faceoff will return to the Mississippi end of things here. It'll be Underwood and Bockwell on the points. Jemaeff, Petrantonio, and Doe. This is a little bit of a change from yesterday, and maybe a bit of a bid to get Alexander Jemaeff going here. As Petrantonio and Doe have been playing well all season. And that one dumped in. And Bersani, of course, as we mentioned, 5 points last night with his folks in town. A great game for him. Back comes Petrantonio right side, trying to flip it in front. Doe goes behind the net after it. Around towards Jemaeff. It comes to the right wing corner. Behind the net again. Doe out in front of the backhand. Back door. Jemaeff off his skate. Couldn't shoot. He was bothered by Stoya. And now Helland pressured to move it ahead. Dumped in from center. Colgan out to leave it behind the net. Coming up on 8 minutes to go in this first period. 1-0 Columbus, and they're pushing for more. Here they come up the left side again. River Dragons in. McDonald on the half wall into the slot looking for Hunter. Tipped it on into space. Lehecka backdoor and put right back across the crease.
Great look by both McDonald and Slahecka there. Just missed the net a little bit there.
And far dot. Here's a chance for Duncan and a blocker save. Puck over to the glass. He's knocked down from behind. That's going to bring a boarding call against Helland.
Dangerous play.
It was.
Dangerous play. Far from the boards. Definitely 2 minutes there for sure. Maybe even more.
Helland is on his way to the box, and the River Dragons back onto their third The Loft power play of the period. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday nights. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for 2-for-1 cover. Well, Columbus is 0 for 2 on the power play right now, and here's the thing. I mean, you can get as many power plays as you want. That's all well and good, and Columbus is definitely applying pressure, but at some point you've got to make the SeaWolves pay for going into the box.
Similar to last night, goalie gets hot early on. Sometimes it's fatigue that kind of comes into play, and that's what we often see here. So hopefully the guys can break one here, this power play.
Little tic-tac-toe pass ends up back on the right side. Here's Storjahan with it. His wrister, that missed on the glove side. Kicks off the stanchion and is able to be cleared down the ice here by Lind. Well, the crowd really into it here tonight. A nice loud crowd at the Columbus Civic Center here on Youth Hockey Night. Here's Moore into the right side corner, puts it back up top, and the pass eludes Doe. He's got a hustle. He's got Koch right up his tailpipe. Now Liarako's in. Liarako's cutting to the backhand, but the shot fought off by Colgan. He makes a save on the rebound as well and gets the whistle.
Really nice save by Colgan there. You never know what the backhands, Tom. It's a hard shot to read, and he made a nice first save and also on the rebound as well.
You want to hear a fun story about the backhand? When Wayne Gretzky was young, and I mean young, he was a kid, he met Gordie Howe. And Gordie Howe's advice to Wayne Gretzky was work on your backhand, young man. Wayne Gretzky's 500th goal on the backhand.
That's awesome. Yeah, you know what? That guy, he knew the tricks of the trade.
It's very hard to pick up the backhand, where it's going, and especially if you have a quick release. You have a guy with a quick release, that's also very deceptive. You add in a backhand on there, and well, you just you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be lucky.
Yeah, position really comes into play there as well, making sure you're standing your ground, not getting too deep in your crease because you need to cut down the angle, right? So,
River Dragons having a little trouble setting it up right now here with the secondary power play unit out there. 38 seconds to go and counting in the man advantage here. Shinkarik wiggling his way through center, and he's in over the line. Shinkarik tried to feed it across, came back to Slahecka. Shot hit the outside of the net after it hit Russell. SeaWolves just kind of feeling a bit like they're hanging on, but here they go the other way now, 2-on-1. Liarako's coming in on the left side, cross-ice feed. There's a shot tipped to the glass by Shinkarik. And now the referee knocked down in a collision in the corner. Jamaev and Liarako's tied up. Back the other way, here comes Wickline. Wickline weaving in. Onto the left side for Slahecka. Wickline in the slot, bunts it back. Slahecka backhand, save made. Puck free behind the net. Wrapped around in front, trying to get it through to Hunter. Didn't make it through. Now Hunter's got it. His shot, and he missed the net. Daloisio lost his stick and a shot in on goal. He catches and holds.
He is not happy.
Oh, he is all kinds of sour right now. And, I mean, we saw during the SeaWolves power play even, which was 5-6 minutes ago, the way he was frustratedly waving guys back. And it's only 10 minutes in the hockey game at that point. So that's not a great sign.
No, that's when you get another one. It might start to open up, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to remember to take a breath more than anything else. The power play is over. The River Dragons 0-for-3 with a man advantage, but again, plenty of pressure. But that's the thing about the SeaWolves. They're so dangerous. They can score off of one play, one rush. Suddenly a guy breaks ahead, and you know that's why they're never really out of any hockey game, although they may trail several of them.
Yeah, they are loaded offensively, so you just never know. If we give them opportunities, that's where it can kind of get into trouble.
Now the puck at the line is kept in by Columbus after a big hit. There's a shot, and the save made by Daloisio. 4:53 to go in the first. Columbus still with a 1-0 lead. We are back with more of this Chick-fil-A Midland first period in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Hello there. My name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is every single time you take a bite, you know you're gonna get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches. There's no touching it.
Good internet. Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
And welcome back in the Chick-fil-A Midland first period as the River Dragons 1-0 over the Mississippi SeaWolves. A face-off in the SeaWolves end of things. Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph here with you as well. And it is a loud one here tonight in Columbus.
Yeah, very good crowd here tonight. see there's quite a few people. Everybody's pretty into the game. It's fun for us when we get to play in front of that. So
absolutely. And I don't know. I know you had to run up here after getting your Goaltender of the Month award for January. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
Talked about that. But you also probably passed by the table with the Timbits and some Tim Hortons coffee, and I noticed you didn't come up with either. So did you eat them on the way up? Is that why you were so out of breath?
I'm a little upset being Canadian and not noticing that. That's my fault. I would have grabbed us enough for the whole booth here. So
goodness.
That's my fault. I'll take blame for that one.
Well, hey, there's intermissions coming up.
I'll get my steps in.
There you go. River Dragons unable to keep the puck in as it's batted back into the Columbus end. 4.5 to go here in this first period. 1-0 River Dragons. By the way, I told this tidbit in the pregame. I'll tell it again here in a minute. Hunter pushing in on the left side, but I was talking to some of the Tim Hortons reps downstairs and the local franchisee. They are going to have a couple more locations coming soon here in the Columbus area.
It's crazy. When I first moved here, I had no idea that they had a Tim Hortons, and when I saw that, I was in awe. Because especially so deep down south,
we
right?
We just got it. It was the first. It is still the first one in Georgia. So I was thrilled when I saw that.
Not related to Tim's, but you know what I really want? Another one is Buc-ee's. I've been there for the first time recently, and that place impressed me. I was overwhelmed, but in a good way.
Nice. This sensory overload. Moores with a shot coming in, gloved down by D'Aloisio, and he'll hold on. That's the 17th shot of the period for the River Dragons. They lead at 1-0 with 3:49 to go here in the first. Face-off will come to the left of the SeaWolves goal. Jemaeff, Doe, Petrantonio together here tonight. And the face-off one back by Jemaeff towards Slahetka. Here's Doe turning in the circle with a shot and a glove save there. Held on to by D'Aloisio. I talked about maybe trying to get Jemaeff going here a little bit, and he did pick up an assist on that first goal for the River Dragons. It's Shinkarik from Wickline and Jemaeff. And pardon me, by the way, I've been saying the River Dragons haven't scored on the power play. They have. Shinkarik's was a power play goal. So that was my mistake. But we'll clarify that one now as it's dumped back into the Columbus end. 3.5 to go in the first. Here's Petrantonio to the far side. Slahetka after it. He'll clear that one ahead. Glove down by Turner. And the roller turned back Learakos. Now Koch back for Learakos. His backhand across to the right side. Russell, his wrister, hit traffic in front, cleared back out. I feel like, too, Coach Bichard must have, not that Boomer peels the paint in the room. That's not really his move, but he certainly made the team realize they have to be more defensively aware against the SeaWolves tonight.
And you can see a big difference so far in this first 17, 18 minutes. Like we haven't given up too much here. And just guys are coming back with a purpose, right? They're picking up sticks. They're taking the body, and that's the key. That's the game changer.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Here's Bersani with the lead at center. Storjahan picks it up off the dasher. Left side tried to push in. Wickline turning back. Storjahan in the corner. Storjahan looking up top. Back for Wickline. Left half wall. Wickline cross ice. Right point Shinkarik. He'll loft one towards the net wide. Helen on the right side on it. A little bit of a roller to contend with, and he just knuckles it out to center. Lind run into by Wickline in the right side corner. Wong with the lead ahead. Barr. Right side, here's Helen. Helen, try to go back. Barr over to his right. Colgan the save, and he'll hang on to the rebound.
That was a great pass by Helen, and even better save by Colgan coming across crease there. That was awesome. As the announcer gives him a shout out there, well deserved.
Big stop there with 2:05 to go here in the first period. And despite all the offensive action in the SeaWolves end, it is still only 1-0 Columbus. So again, as I mentioned, that's kind of the SeaWolves MO, right? They just hang around. Next thing you know,
they're dangerous. They probably lead the league in breakaways, 2-on-1s, because they are cheating a lot of offense. And that was just another example. 2-on-1 pass back to the backdoor guy, and Colgan comes across and makes a really nice save. So that is their MO. You're right, Tom. I think that's what they try to key in on in most games.
Here's Wong in for the face-off, one back by Bersani. Onto the far side, Storjahan turning it behind the net. Shinkarik will try the right side. He's got a rolling puck to contend with. Leaves it off for Wickline. Wickline slows it at center. To Gill. Gill up the right side. He'll chip into the right wing corner and go after it. I told Ryan Gill before the game he almost gave me a heart attack last night when he went all the way down, almost split the D, got in on goal there, but unfortunately that chance was knocked away at the last moment. Not the usual Ryan Gill move. There's Barham with a shot, big left pad save by Colgan. Boy, he needed all of the left leg reach to get that one. Bersani diving for a pass, can't get it. That's icing. I think Hunter might have taken a 10-second cat nap there. He knew he wasn't getting the puck. Conserve your energy. I'll just stay on the ice.
Just delay the icing and getting back to the circle. You can see Mississippi here. They're starting to get a little bit of momentum. They're starting to passes are connecting a bit more. They're looking more of a playing as a team unit. So we'll see what happens here in this face-off.
1:24 to go here in the first. River Dragons up 1-0. Leo Rocco's in for this face-off across from Bersani. Tied up on the dot. Pushed ahead. Nice job by Gill to support on that face-off. Gets it ahead on the left side. Here's Hunter in with a wrist shot. Glove down by Taloisio. That one was deflected off the D-man stick, too. That is a tough save. Talk about that. TJ, when you get a wrister coming in and it's tipped even that far out, still difficult pickup.
No, it is. And Ryan Hunter can really shoot the puck. So as soon as you get a deflection on that, especially by your own defenseman, it is tough. You got to read and react. Usually you're set for where you should think the shot's going to go, right? So that was a big save. That was a good save by D'Alessio there.
Well, he's really, he is holding the minute. 19 shots here. River Dragons last night, 20-plus in each period and a new season high for shots all the way around with 64. They're picking it right back up where they left off. Coming up on a minute left to go here in this opening frame. 1-0 Columbus. Puck turned over at center. Here they push in. They've got numbers. Moore on the right side. Back across. Shot, and that hit a defenseman. Moore on it, leaving it back around McDonald. Up top, there's Underwood right into the guts of D'Alessio. And
I think that one hurt him.
Yeah, no, I think that found a spot. He's going to need a moment. He'll be all right, but...
Oh, we've all been there, right? You know the spot when we're thinking, that's not fun.
Man.
That's not fun.
Yeah, he's adjusting a little bit of the gear there. He'll be all right, but he's going to just take a breather. 50.7 seconds to go in the first. 1-0 River Dragons. So I saw him take the glove off. I have a question for you when we get our next stoppage here. Maybe it'll go into the intermission. McDonald pushing into the right side here. And that one will be left off because Kuznetsov trying to move it up through center. SeaWolves and bumped off. A nice play by Bockwell to read that, step up and bump the player off. River Dragons, by the way, to the 20-shot plateau for the fourth consecutive period of hockey on the weekend here. Here's Kuznetsov putting it in towards the net, blocked by Bockwell. The other way, 30 seconds, River Dragons attack. Moore cutting in as McDonald gives it to him. McDonald space in the slot for Moore. Scores!
What a play.
Kyle Moore with a tip on the back door, directs it in past D'Alessio for the goal with 24.7 seconds to go. It's 2-0 Columbus. Justin McDonald's league record scoring streak is now 23 games with a point.
What a play there by Kyle Moore and Justin McDonald. A little give and go. Don't see that much often in this game, but that was perfectly executed there.
19:35, time of the goal. D'Alessio is down after getting hit by Moore, and I'm sure he's going to take a minute to collect himself here. I don't know if Wyrick's going to come on at all, but yeah, he's all right. That's good to see. But for Kyle Moore, goal number 17, and Moore now stretches his personal scoring streak to 12 games.
You can just see the chemistry between that line, like we were saying earlier. Like, it's just every game they're getting better and better, and like no better time than the second half of the season going into the playoffs here. It's really fun to watch those three play together, and there's always something every night. As you can see with McDonald on his 23-game point streak, it's pretty good, special to watch.
Are they? Let's see. I'm not sure if we're going to see some kind of penalty call here or not, or are they maybe looking to see time on the clock, perhaps? I see the the off-ice official down there being talked to by the referee, and they're looking up at the clock, which right now is showing 14.0 on it.
Yeah, they just changed it to 17 seconds.
Okay, that's what I thought. They were looking to adjust the time there. Here we go. So Helland is going to square off with Swan.
This one's been brewing for a while.
It has. Helland is trying to get in there with some rights. Swan's going to come back with some rights of his own. They're just going to throw him right in center. Swan connects with a good one. Gets another one in. Helland, a wild swing, and he missed. Now Swan going back. Got him underneath. The helmet off of Swan. He's really tugging hard on his jersey. Helland underneath, trying to get some rights in there. Got one in on Swan. Swan gets back with a right of his own. Boy, they're just tugging away, and Swan knocks Helland down.
What a fight. That has been brewing since, I'd say, the first month of the season, and it did not disappoint.
Sequoia Swan, this crowd is fired up as they head off the ice. And Helland gets his team fired up. Swan gets his team and the crowd going.
Yeah, no, I've actually, before coming to play here, I got to know Sequoia Swan because he actually played with my little brother last year for a stint in junior. It's funny, I'm a few years older than him, but he's a good kid, and you could tell then he was tough, and never know how that translates into the pro game as a young kid like he is. But he's showed that he can go with all of them in this league here.
You know, hockey's such a small world too. Like, it just somebody knows somebody who knows somebody else.
Oh, it's crazy, and it's pretty cool. It's a special network, as you know, Tom. You've been around it for so long, and it's a brotherhood, right? And whether someone, like I said, someone plays with a family member or friend, like it's pretty cool to see just the connections that you make.
It is. Icing against Mississippi, which is 5.5 seconds to go, as we finally get the call of Moore's goal here. McDonald, the only assist on the goal. 5.5 seconds here. I wonder if the River Dragons might be able to do something in the offensive zone. Jamaev and Petrantonio talking it over. Jamaev for the faceoff, trying to win it back. Pushed out by Petrantonio, and they're just going to run out the clock. Wong hit the ice there, but two things happened there at the end of the period that I think are definitely worth talking about. And we will do so later on in the first period intermission. But, Taylor, I want to wrap it up. The late goal, huge. Yeah. And then the fight, you don't lose momentum off of that fight at all because, I mean, as we said, boy, that was just a good scrap. But, you know, you get that energy going, and Helland, who is a fly in the ointment type of player, you know, you get him off the ice for 5 minutes as well now, and Mississippi's bench shorthanded as it is. There's a lot of pluses to that for the River Dragons.
Yeah, and especially like when you do have a fight like that, especially at home, like the guys feed off that. And I know the fans back home, if you haven't played sports or been in the dressing room, and especially in hockey with where fighting's allowed, like we have so much respect for guys that do go out and do that. And when he's able to do that for your team, like he is getting swarmed in there right now just because of praise, right? And it's a respectable thing, and the guys love it. And it's I know people don't want it in hockey right now, and it's kind of tending to be out there that way, but it does still play a factor, and it does help our team.
Well, and I'll tell you what, this is a great crowd on hand here tonight. They're energized. They're into it right now, and it's 2-0 River Dragons after one period of play. We are going to take a break and head on into our first period intermission report brought to you by SunSouth John Deere. When we come back, we're going to hear from Mr. 5.9 himself, Hunter Bersani, on the other side of the break, and then Taylor Joseph and I are back. We'll wrap things up from this first period that was. We'll give you a little more analysis and commentary, as well as a look at that Zelmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard, the scoring summary, and a whole lot more coming your way. 2-0 River Dragons, 20 minutes into it. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful. Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps, all for only $30 a month with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. Welcome back to the Sun South John Deere First Period Intermission. We're joined by Hunter Bersani. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate your time. And boy, a heck of a game for you last night. 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists. Even the parents were in the house for that. Talk to us about that game.
Yeah, no, it was good to have mom and dad here. And, I think it gave me that extra boost of energy I needed. And, I was just feeling right with the guys. Got some really good passes and was able to move the puck well at the same time.
Any truth to the rumor that your parents are currently in negotiations to attend every home game for the rest of the year?
I hope so. That's what I need.
That was fantastic. Well, so they drove in here. Talk to us a little bit about that. The family decides to come down, and I mean, you get that little energy. How much do they come to see you play?
So this is the first time this year that they got to come down. Luckily, we have an RV, so they get to drive, and they love it. So I'm hoping to get them down back for playoffs. So
yes,
I'm working on it.
Absolutely. But so 5 points for you, fantastic night. Obviously, season high, and the team is cruising right now, scoring 8 goals. What is clicking for this team on the offensive side?
Yeah, I think it took us a while to kind of find that little step that we needed offensively, and I think we're really starting to, put the hurt on teams like we should have been doing all year. I think defensively we still need to clean up a little bit. We're letting in a little too many goals, and we all know that in the locker room, and we hold ourselves to such a high standard. So, it's never good enough, even though we're winning 12 games in a row, we're still pretty hard on ourselves. So I think that's part of the success we've been having.
Talk, if you will, a little bit about what now. Let's look at that defensive side of the coin. What is it? Because sometimes you guys score, other team comes right back, gets a goal after that. I mean, where's the gap there?
Yeah, I think a lot of it we get too high and then we come way too low, and so instead of just kind of slowly climbing up, we get up, and then maybe some guys are on different pages, and I think coming from a forward, I think we need to get back and show more for a D, or back check more and pick up guys, because I think that's where I know most of the goals are coming from. Even last night, I had one where I should have came all the way back and picked up that guy instead of slowing down. So I think it just the little details that are left, I think, is where most of our defensive problems are coming from.
All right, well, Hunter, continued best of luck out there. Hope the stick stays hot for you.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, back with more of the first period intermission in just a moment.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful. Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this. Block. Where'd he come from?
I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus, bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo Zip-In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
With a variety of hats, shirts, jackets, and more. Plus, cool souvenir items like the always popular fan chains, pucks, and keychains. Want to order a gift for someone? We'll ship it for you. Just go online to ourdragonsmerch.com.
And we are back in the SunSouth John Deere first period intermission report. Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph here with you. Thanks for joining us, whether on the radio side, 106.9 Really Rocks, or on Christian Television Network. And coming up, there's on Christian Television Network, there will be Profiles in Faith. And Taylor Joseph will be one of those guys who you will see doing the profiles. And Taylor, we appreciate you doing that as well. And joining us here, I know we'd much rather have you dressed and on the bench, but in the meantime, maybe we can launch your post-hockey career here, doing a little commentary and analysis.
Yeah, no, it's been fun so far, and I like to dabble in everything, right? Just see how it is, experience everything. So I appreciate you having me up here, Tom. It's been fun.
We can get you running camera in the third.
I'll skip that one. But I've had enough camera work. Full-time job with my fiance, and she might punch me for that one. No, I'm just kidding. I'll stay up in the booth with you, Tom.
All right, that sounds good. All right, and while we have a moment here, let's take a quick break, 10 seconds along the network for station identification.
You're listening to River Dragons Hockey on WKCN HD2 Fort Moore, Columbus, and W295AY Crystal Valley. 106.9 really rocks.
So it's time to take a look at our Zelmo Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard, and busy night in the FPHL, as it always is, as well as the National Hockey League and men's basketball. Let's take a quick look right now. So you have Motor City with a 3-1 lead at Big Boy Arena over the Binghamton Black Bears, and that game is just into the third period. Meanwhile, Port Huron 3-1 up on Watertown at home tonight, and that game is about to start the third period. Danbury and Elmira tied at 2. This one's at Danbury Arena, and that is only one period of play into it. And the Carolina Thunderbirds with a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes over the Blue Ridge Bobcats. In the NHL Finals from earlier, Blues 3-1 over the Sabres. In overtime, Red Wings 4, Canucks 3. Stars 3-2 over the Canadiens. 5-2 Flames beat the Islanders. Caps shut out the Bruins 3-0. Late in the third, or actually early, in the third, Panthers 3-0 over the Avalanche. First intermission, the Devils and Hurricanes are scoreless. Lightning lead the Blue Jackets 1-0. Leafs and Sens tied at 1. And the Flyers with a 2-1 lead over the Kraken. Jets 2-0 over the Penguins. All those are at the first intermission. 8 o'clock, puck drop, Coyotes at Preds. 10 o'clock tonight, Oilers at Kings. And quickly, we'll get through this men's top 25 scoreboard for here. Yep. And finals from earlier today. Number 23, Texas Tech wins over UCF. Number 17, Kentucky loses to Gonzaga. Number 5, Houston beats Cincinnati. Number 3, North Carolina over Miami. Number 12, Auburn loses to Florida. Number 14, Iowa State beats TCU. Number 10, Illinois loses to Michigan State. Number 9, Duke beats Boston College. Number 15, South Carolina beats Vanderbilt. Number 19, Creighton over Xavier. Number 16, Alabama beats LSU. Rutgers beats number 11, Wisconsin. And number 1, UConn tops Georgetown. Games going on right now. You've got number 4, Kansas up 60-55 over number 13, Baylor. 5 minutes to go in the second half. Number 7, Marquette 79-75 over St. John's late in the second half. 8 o'clock tip, number 2, Purdue hosting Indiana. Number 8, Arizona on the road at Colorado. Number 6, Tennessee at Texas A&M. Number 25, New Mexico hosting UNLV. 10 o'clock tonight, Kansas State at number 21, BYU. Boise State at number 22, Utah State. Did you follow all that? There'll be a quiz later.
Well, just give me a failing grade now, Tom.
No worries. We'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead and talk some hockey then. How about that?
I'm all right with that.
All right. Taylor Joseph joining us here. Zamboni out there circling the ice. And so as we are talking our way through this first period intermission, it is 2-0. River Dragons in the lead. Carter Shinkarik, a power play goal from Wickline and Shemaev at 5:03. And then Kyle Moore from Justin McDonald and Ryan Hunter at 19:35. 2-0 there. You get the big scrap at the end between Swan and Helen. On balance, give us your rating for that first 20 minutes for Columbus.
You can tell that Columbus just came out with fire. They were dominant. You can see the shots were 21-6. And not only dominant offensively, I know they didn't maybe get as many goals as we'd like, but you know what? We got 2. They're 2 big ones, and then on top of it, defensively, I think tonight the biggest difference that I saw from last night is our defensive play. Everybody's just being responsible to the Deer, taking risks, but also aware of their surroundings, and it's been good to see.
Well, with that 2-0 lead right now, as you mentioned, you feel like there could have been a couple more goals in there, but by the same token, that the focus, and Boomer has said this all year long, head coach Bouchard, he said, you know what? Coming into the year, I wanted to score 4, give up 2. That was what he wanted. And Columbus has had no problem scoring 4. I mean, they're averaging 5 a game this year. Like, the firepower is there for sure. But now the defensive end, to me, I'm a defense wins championships kind of guy.
Me as well.
And I firmly believe that. You know, whether it's in any sport. I mean, basketball, football, hockey, I think defense wins championships because if you can keep the other team from scoring, you're going to get your opportunities offensively to take care of business.
100%. And being a goalie, I'm biased too. Like you said, I'm all defense, and it's with our firepower, we're going to get our goals, right? It's just a reality. We're going to score every night. I think the biggest thing is for us is just to take care of our own end. It's going to make our lives a lot easier. Instead of having 7-5, 8-5, 8-6 games that we've seen the last few nights, it's why not win 4-2? Why not win 5-2 and just take care of your own end? That's the thing. We all know, and I think it's something we're working towards. I think it's good to go through these things now instead of during playoffs, but I think we're learning, and I think we're just going to continue to learn off that.
Absolutely, and the other thing is, too, once you get into the stiffer competition, if you do end up facing a Binghamton, a Danbury, a Carolina, those are teams that can make you pay for those mistakes.
Yeah, 100%, and we've been a victim of that. I think we've had pretty good matches against Carolina, and we've lost some games there where we did give up. We didn't maybe give up a ton of shots, but when those shots did come, there was good opportunities, and it's something that it's, like I said, we're learning towards, and we've had some really good games against Carolina where we have done that and shown that it works, right? We don't have to win by 6 goals. So I think that's just the key, and everybody knows it in the room. It's no secret. I think it's just reeling that in and just making conscious decisions on the ice as well, not just going it's tough. I know how it is for those guys. You want to score. Every player loves to score, right? Everybody likes to give input, but I think as we just continue to work on our defensive side of the game, I think it's just as important.
I got to ask you this question that just occurred to me while watching late in the first period, after D'Aloisio kind of got run over a little bit there, and he's okay. Looked like he was fine, and thankfully, you never want to see anybody get hurt. But then when you're adjusting your gear, some goalies take off the blocker, some goalies take off the glove. Which glove do you remove and why?
So I'm a glove guy, I think, for everything. I know a lot of guys. I think the biggest thing for me is drinking water. I use my glove, and a lot of guys will use their block. They don't like to take their stuff off, and for me, it's funny. I just can't reach my mouth with my equipment with my blocker, so I have to take off gloves to be able to do that. But I've always kind of it's been a habit for years. I have my water bottle on the left side of my net, and yeah, I take off my glove and use that. So
interesting. And I don't know, maybe I'm the only guy, but I like my catching glove just welded to my hand. So it is strapped on as tightly as it can be. When my arm moves, I want the glove to move with it, but I never take it off.
Yeah.
So I have to remove the blocker to do everything.
And some guys, it's cool. You'll see them wear batter's mitts or like padded gloves underneath. And to keep things a little bit dry in there, extra grip is another thing that goalies like to use it for. And then for me, I'll use it for practice just for extra protection. But in a game, I sweat through my stuff. It's kind of disgusting, to be honest. But it's something that I might have to actually look into for games just to help with that. But yeah, it's a comfort thing at the end of the day, what guys like and preference. Every goalies are often tended to be weird and have their quirks, but it's whatever kind of makes you feel good when you're in the net, right?
But and it's interesting too. So I mean, some guys like their stuff to feel a little bit wet. Some guys want it to start completely dry. You'll see even players, changing out pairs of gloves because they want a dry pair of gloves. Other guys don't like that. It's really interesting to see how everybody has their own little what they like, what they prefer. I mean, right down to the butt end of how you tape your stick.
Oh yeah, and I'm a completely dry glove guy. Like I'll actually sometimes swap my gloves between periods. I have a couple. I'm fortunate to have 2 sets of glove and blockers, so I can kind of do that. But partly is because I sweat through my stuff. But I love my gear dry. I cannot stand when my gear is wet when I put it on. So you just feel a little safer too when you have pucks flying at you. So. Yeah, everybody has their own preference, though.
Yep, absolutely. That's why we see all kinds of different setups and everything. And guys, I know, like it's just like kind of shop talk, but you can pick stuff up along the way too. When you hear guys talking about how they do things, like, oh, I might try that. You like make a little mental note. Maybe something works for you.
Oh, we're all goalie nerds. There's goalie groups on Facebook. There's a bunch of things that you can kind of see what other people are doing and test it out yourself. And that's a pretty unique thing about the goalie community. It's a small community, and everybody knows everybody, and you're always getting input and seeing new things, and like may want to give it a try. So it's pretty cool. It's a fun position. As you know, it's not for everybody, but it is enjoyable for me. So
yes, absolutely, that's for sure. It is not for everybody.
No.
Yeah, no, I can absolutely confirm that. So, all right, well, it's time for us to take a break here. When we come back, it'll be time for second period action. That is it for your Sun South John Deere first period intermission report. Sun South John Deere is equipment for those that do. We will take that break, and I'll tell you what, this crowd here on Youth Hockey Night has been a great one. They're back in their seats. They're ready to go. We're ready to go for second period action. 2-0 River Dragons after 1. This is Columbus River Dragons Hockey.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful. Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this. Block. Where'd he come from?
I win. Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Good internet.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus, bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with auto-pay and paperless billing.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo's Zip In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
And an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Getting ready to start the second period, brought to you by WOW Internet. Proud to sponsor the Columbus River Dragons this season. Team up with WOW for fast home internet for $30 a month. It's a good deal for good sports fans. Go Dragons! 2-0 Columbus as we start period number 2, 5-on-5. River Dragons rolling right to left in front of our broadcast location. Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph here with you on the call. And we are underway for period number 2. Columbus will push in on the right side and bounce one in on goal that is caught and held by Anthony D'Aloisio, who saw 21 shots from the River Dragons in that opening period as Columbus went 1 for 3 on the power play and just absolutely was pounding them with shots there in that opening frame. And I imagine, Tijo, more of the same. Here's the formula.
Yeah, 8 seconds in, already got the first one. It's gonna come in waves.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was a deflection, put it right in front of the Mississippi net there on a cross-ice clearing attempt. And D'Aloisio, we saw him expressing a little bit of frustration earlier. I kind of wonder if you got to keep an eye on that. But here come the River Dragons again on the backhand. Moore cuts in front of the forehand. He scores!
What a play.
Oh, Kyle Moore, puck on a string. 32 seconds into the second period. It's 3-0 River Dragons.
What amazing patience Moore displayed there on that play. He could have taken the backhand. I think he kind of sold the backhand, and that made D'Aloisio bite there, and just quick movement to the forehand and open net. Just great individual effort there by Moore.
Kyle Moore, second of the game, and it makes it 3-0 Columbus. The other thing that was pretty impressive is he actually fought that one through, a poke check attempt as well by the goaltender. Just kept right on going. And boy, when you're strong on the puck and you really have that ability to control where it's going, what you're doing with it, it makes such a huge difference.
Yeah, not to mention guy on his back, he's getting grabbed. It's pretty impressive to see what he did there.
So it looks like we're going to end up with Hunter picking up an assist. J-Mac picks up an assist there as well, his second of the game. Here's Jemayev, puck to the point. Shinkarik into the right side with a shot. Save made and held by D'Aloisio. So D'Aloisio, a bit of a surprise starter here tonight. Blake Wyrick was out there for warm-ups, led the team out, didn't start, didn't come out right away for the first period. Wyrick, once again, is not on the bench to start period number 2. He came out about, I'd say, 8 minutes into the first. So once again, he is not out there on the bench right now for the SeaWolves.
And you wonder if this is something from last weekend too. He was having a great game, left the game in the second period, or to start the third period maybe, and then came back 5 or 8 minutes left in the third to play. So you wonder if it's something coming from last weekend as well.
He's been battling, some upper body issues all season, and it's been back and forth for him, but kind of. Well, unfortunate when these turn into nagging injuries. But I don't know if that's the case or if it's equipment, or I don't know. Maybe he's got to take the bus out, fill it with gas, and bring it back. I have no idea.
Never know.
Whatever the case is. River Dragons able to thwart a rush there. And there's a guy in Shinkarik who got the power play goal earlier. Up turnover. We'll get back to that. Here's Jemayev moving in on the left side. In with a wrist shot. Oh, he just missed. Glove side. But you pointed out the defensive responsibility out of Shinkarik tonight here and the way he's really been getting back.
Yeah, his strength is his skating, and when he's skating and he's ripping around the ice, he's on his game and he's making good decisions. Kind of a step ahead of the opponents here tonight. It's awesome to see.
Puck tipped into the corner by Doe. River Dragons will head for a change here just past 2 minutes into this second period. Already Columbus has scored to make it a 3-0 game. The puck moved ahead to Learakos on the right side. He'll leave it off into space. Kuznetsov in with a wrist shot. Blocker saved by Colgan out on the angle. Barr ramps it back around behind the net. Comes to the right wing side. Here's Russell. Russell pushed it behind the net. Slahetka will move it away. Wickline off the boots of Hunter Bersani to center. Turned right back in by the SeaWolves. Right side, here's Learakos. Hilkura wanted to put it up top, but he was tied up there. Duncan put him into the glass. Now a puck down low and a chance right in front for Barr, and he scooped it over top of the net. Columbus will clear it out. They'll take an icing call here as Duncan was pulled down. Wanted a penalty call. Bersani also pleading for the call there. And here comes Wyrick out of the dressing room. So he is back on the bench.
You never know, Tom. It's tough to go to the bathroom in that gear, so you never know
That's
what's going
true. No, you don't know. It could be anything. Or maybe he's the guy who's got to stir up the Powerade in the jug there, the Gatorade, Powerade, I guess. Gatorade, whatever there is. There's so many different kinds of drinks now.
And you know what? When we're backing up, it's our job to do anything the team needs, so you never know.
That's true. That is true. It's like, hey, tape my stick for me. What? All right.
Oh, been there.
Actually, so can you tell me the story, and Josh Petrantonio kind of explained this quickly, about the time he went out there with basically half a sock on his stick for the penalty kill?
Yeah, no, he asked Brendan Colgan before the game. He didn't want to tape his stick that day, and Colgan gave him the nice special one. That's something Petro's not used to. He used minimal tape on his stick, and Colgan said, you know what, we're going to change it up today. And he you know what, he went with it, so good sport on his side.
Gotta love that. On the right wing, here's a chance in front. Slahetka is denied on the doorstep, and now that one into Travis Storjahan, I think that was with a chance. Couldn't get it through. Here's Wickline leaving it to left point. Bach will shot block. Storjahan into the high slot area. Bach will off his skate, can't control it. Back the other way. Here's Learakos in on the right wing. Bach will just forcing him wide. Side of the net, off-angle chance. That one handled by Colgan. Puck behind the net now. SeaWolves trying to get a little momentum going here, but they cough it up. Now Bersani the other way as he walks in. Here's Moore. Moore trying to cut into the slot, but that one was read nicely by Kuznetsov. Learakos pass deflected. Ends up rolling in towards Bockwell. Learakos feeds it across as the SeaWolves change. That shot missed the net. Comes back around to Learakos again. Try to feed it in front and taken away by Bockwell. We'll move it ahead to Justin McDonald. McDonald on the right side. Stops it over the line. Looking for help. Feeds it across. Bockwell into the rush into the corner. Fighting around behind the net. Onto the far side. Stoya bumps it away from him. And back the other way, led by Wong. Here come the SeaWolves. Right side dump ahead. Koch will poke it behind the goal. Wrapped up by Moore. Wong centering feed. Shot. Save made point blank by Colgan. And he'll hang on.
Colgan looks solid tonight. He's in great position. He's just really hunkering it down for the guys back there. It's nice to see.
And we talked last night about how sometimes you don't get a ton of work. It is tough to stay sharp. I think he's had a couple more shots tonight. Not a ton, but
I'd give him definitely a few more than 9 on the board. But you know what? He's you can tell he's in the game. He's focused, and he's giving the guys a chance to win every night. So it's fun to watch. And me and Colgs, we always support each other, and it's awesome to see him doing it.
Oh, giveaway in the slot. Here's a chance in with a shot off the goal post. Koch found room on the blocker side, but couldn't beat the iron. Petrantonio will clear it out. Little pizza to go right there in the slot. Haven't seen mistakes like that in this game.
No, and that's the thing. Like as we were talking about yesterday, it's just like we are up. It's just we don't need to get comfortable here. We just need to keep pressing, keep going, keep being defensively responsible, and just let the goals come as it will.
And I mean, I'll go ahead and say it, but cross ice in the defensive zone drives me bonkers. That is a no-no.
Yeah, no, it's something that doesn't need to happen. Usually when you're doing that, there's an easier play or a more safe play in front of you, right? A quicker play, shorter pass. So something like I'm sure.
Or go vertical with it. I mean,
go vertical. Yeah, you're right.
Out.
You're right. If you don't have anything off the boards, now is never a bad play.
But yeah, no, cross ice in the defensive zone. Nothing is, I think, more upsetting to a coach or a goaltender than that pass. River Dragons trying to push ahead here. Swan and Helland, by the way, got a bit of a hand coming out of the box there. There's a shot. Ooh, Doe had a shot deflected. Russell, that's twice he's almost put one in his own net tonight. Gotten away with it both times, though. Licio in with the shot. That one is deflected off a shin away to the far glass. Petrantonio the other way to Doe. Puck rolls away from him. Slapped back to the Mississippi defense. Russell, left side. Tapped in. Shinkarik will reverse it around. And Ryan Gill up the left side. Try to put it ahead. Pass deflected back. Moved in now by Petrantonio. And most of that line will head to the bench for a change here. Couple fresh D out there as well for the River Dragons. Koch at center. He had his plans disrupted. Now here's Slahetka moving ahead. In over the line. Slahetka in the slot with a wrist shot. Saved Aloisio. Rebound bouncing in front. Swept to the wall. Wickline in the high slot. Curls back in to his left. Wickline on the backhand. Looking in front. Puts it up high. Shot by Slahetka. And the save made by D'Aloisio. 6:15 gone here in this WOW Internet second period. 3-0 River Dragons. Back with more in a moment on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow.
With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. And welcome back here in the second period as it's 3-0 River Dragons, 6:15 into it. Tom Callahan and Taylor Joseph here with you tonight. Second period brought to you by WOW Internet, proud to sponsor the Columbus River Dragons this season. Team up with WOW for fast home internet for $30 per month. It's a good deal for good sports fans. Go Dragons! Face-off is coming up here to the right of the Mississippi SeaWolves goal. Kyle Moore's got a pair here tonight. Carter Shinkarik the other on the power play. We are 5-on-5 right now. SeaWolves chase behind the net. Here's Wickline. Forces the turnover. Storjahan on the wall. He's pulled down. Puck is away to center. Nilsson stepping up, hooked off it, and he'll go to the glass with Bersani digging in there. Storjahan pulls it out, and he'll work it back to the D. Right side, Slahetka will backhand in near corner. Bersani watching Stoya. Stoya out the far side, and the SeaWolves on the outlet at center, picked off by Storjahan. Wickline on it. Back the other way off of Lerakos into the River Dragons bench. And we'll get a whistle. Well, the next time you can eat with the Columbus River Dragons is coming up at Applebee's, 3229 Gentian Boulevard, this Tuesday, February 13th from 6 to 7 p.m. It's a great chance to meet the team, get pictures and autographs, plus sign up for Club Applebee's and get a free appetizer upon joining, a free birthday treat, and more. See you at Applebee's Tuesday night, 6 to 7, 3229 Gentian Boulevard. Puck dumped back into the SeaWolves end of things here. 7 minutes into the second. McDonald up to the left point. Bockwell swings it to the right side. Underwood trying to move it down low. That pass picked off, and now Helland the other way, but Hunter Knocked it away at center, and now stick up high caught more, and that's going to be a penalty against the SeaWolves. Let's see if that's the 2-minute Garden variety high stick as Moore goes by the ref to have him take a look. Let's see what we got here. Yep, just 2. But the 4th, the Loft power play of the night for the River Dragons, who were 1 for 3. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons tickets up for a 2-for-1 deal for cover. And tonight, a post-game party with the River Dragons following tonight's game. 21 and over, please. And it's Lucas Helland into the box for high sticking. Puck is cleared down the ice. McDonald after it. The 5 out there right now. McDonald, Petrantonio, Doe, Moore, Storjahan. Moore's already got 2. They'll walk in and set it up. Storjahan to the right side, into the corner. McDonald gives it right back to him. Up top, Doe. Doe, high slot, down low. Oh, feet off the goal post by McDonald.
Great give-and-go play back there, too. A little cycle down low at the point, and then 2 guys going to the net. Greatly executed, just hitting the post.
Petrantonio trying to walk into the slot, had it taken away, and now it's cleared out. The puck movement is just fantastic, and I know it's 5 forwards out there, but boy, you just love watching them move it around. McDonald into the slot. He'll drive the backhand with a little flick towards the blocker side, handled by D'Aloisio. And now the SeaWolves pushing for a shorthanded chance, but Lirakos had it taken away. Back up the right side, Storjahan. He'll ramp it in around the glass. Left half wall, here's Doe. Doe looking up top, feeds McDonald. Onto the right half wall, Petrantonio. Cross ice, Doe has room. Back door, tipped in. The deflection in by Alex Storjahan on the back door. And again, a beautiful goal off the puck movement. Just a tap in. Power play goal. It's 4-0.
Continue talking about him, but Austin Doe there, so critical in that play. Like he's playing on fire lately. He's not slowing down anytime soon. He sold the shot, Tom, there. That was the key, right? The goalie goes down, he thinks he's shooting, and then there's 2 guys in the crease there, and there's perfect redirection. Great executed play.
Absolutely got that one. And Storjahan is 14th of the season. River Dragons 2 for 4 in the power play. 4-0. River Dragons in their own zone pressed a little bit. Now they're able to get it out. Doe and Petrantonio with the assist. Back in, there's a shot missed on the blocker side around to the left point. Lirakos will cut it off. They'll move back out now. A penalty coming up against Columbus. It's going to be an elbowing call. And it's going to be Swan headed off for the elbow.
That might have been questionable, but we've had quite a few penalties. It just might be evening this one out.
Well, it's 4-1 power plays now 4-2 as Swan heads into that Abercrombie bonding penalty box, and we'll see if maybe the River Dragons can get Swanee out of there. I'll tell you what, though, I mean, you want a guy to always play with that edge. Like Swan when he's playing with the edge, when he's being physical, when he's running into guys, finishing his checks out there, and you don't want to take that away from the player.
No, and Boomer always says, like, we'll go out and we'll kill a hitting penalty, a battle penalty. It's the stick ones that affect the team, right? So it's no problem with that one.
River Dragons able to clear it down after Lirakos ripped one to the glass. And so the SeaWolves set it up and move it ahead on the left side. Koch brings it in, leaves it off. Wong up top, Stoya. Cross ice, Lirakos high up to Turner over. Stoya with a drive, and that one is knocked away in front. Might have been deflected out of there. Lirakos slot up top, Turner. Lirakos near dot. Into the slot, a backhand try, wide on the glove side. Wong battled off by Bockwell. Stoya there to help with the puck, though. Left point, Turner trying to settle it. Around the blue line, Lirakos left side up top, Stoya, his shot. That was fronted by Doe, and now poked away and out of the zone. Nice job there by Underwood to make that read. He'll stay all the way up on the forecheck. That allows Doe to get off the ice, and now Underwood will as well. Puck sent down to the River Dragons' end. That'll be icing as Bockwell wins the race back to it. That'll get us to a break. 9:48 left to go in this second period. 4-0 Columbus in the lead. 21 seconds left to go in the elbowing call against Sequoia Swan. And we'll be back with more Columbus River Dragons hockey.
With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month with autopay and paperless billing. Wow.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take F-T-C-T. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, Zittery say. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Yeah, little bit, Zittery say. Just a little bit. I'll get tired. Little bit, keep on trying. Just a little bit.
Applebee's all-you-can-eat riblets, shrimp, and boneless wings are back for just $14.99. Applebee's, you know that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
And we are back here in the WOW Internet second period. 4-0 River Dragons in the lead. 9:48 left to go in this second, although 54 seconds left for the River Dragons to kill off. They do have an offensive zone draw here after an icing against the SeaWolves. Jemaev out with Bersani, Shinkarik, and Gill. Jemaev is going to try to snap this back towards Gill at the left point if he can. Nope, trying to go ahead with it there maybe. A little read on what Wong might have been trying to do. And now the SeaWolves out with it. On to the right wing. Here's a lead ahead. Too far for Koch and sent back down the ice. Coming up on 30 seconds to go in the man advantage for the SeaWolves. Mississippi at the line. Nice play by Jemaev with the active stick there on the poke check. And now Bersani forcing a turnover as well. Rolls it back deep. Boy, Mississippi just, you could see the air leaving the balloon.
Yeah, discombobulated there. It's just not much. They're not really attacking together. It's kind of an individual effort. And another penalty.
Yep, Lirakos just got hit there. Bersani finished it off by putting him into the glass. Now Bersani gets a hold of Stoya. Stoya is definitely a guy who likes to stir the pot, and often after the whistle. The original call here is going to put the River Dragons down 5-on-3 for 2 seconds, but I don't know if there'll be anything else off of that. Shinkarik is the guy who's going to get it. And the referee is telling him, nope, you had a piece of him. And I believe Shinkarik disagrees. Hooking is the call. 11:04 time of the penalty, and so, yeah, Sequoia Swan will be out of the box here. But a critical face-off in the meantime, because even though it's 2 seconds, that's still enough time to get a draw win and make something happen.
When you think about it, like the time it takes the player to get out of the box, it takes about 5 to 10 seconds to get back into play. So when you look at it, it is kind of a 5 to 10 second advantage here. I was going to ask you, Tom, have you ever seen a penalty be overturned? Have you ever seen that? Like where a ref makes a call and is like, oh, you know what, never mind. Have you seen that ever?
I've not seen one go away. I have seen, and sometimes on review or whatever, penalties increased. You talk to the linesman, something goes to a 5-minute major. I've seen that.
Okay, but you've never seen it? No, okay.
I've never seen one completely disappear.
Okay.
That was going to be called.
Okay.
And the puck on a play here off of McDonald as Swan does get back in the play. So I feel like there's a story there.
No, I've experienced it in minor hockey, and it wasn't ideal. It was in a championship game. Brother was reffing the team, and arm went up, called it, and then actually let the players go. So I was just curious. It wasn't ideal.
In a championship game, no less.
Yeah.
I've not seen that.
No, it was. This is minor hockey, but it wasn't ideal.
That's interesting. You know what? I changed my mind.
Yeah, no, it's not. We're good.
Although, hey, we see it in the NFL occasionally, right? They pick up the flag.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it happens. Bar on the right side here is the SeaWolves on to their next power play chance here with Shinkarik in the Abercrombie Bonding penalty box now. There's a shot in. Colgan with a blocker save through traffic. Shinkarik is in for hooking. It is 5-on-4 on the power play here for the SeaWolves. They try to work it around up top. And that shot, well, ends up as a pass around the rim to nobody, and that allows the clear by Columbus. And again, to your point, a little disjointed by the SeaWolves here. Maybe a little better on this second straight attempt at the power play as far as setting it up and maybe moving the puck around. But still a bit of a rough go for them. Slahetka sending it around to an open wing on the near side. Heavy collision in the corner there with Wong. Lynn behind the net. Wong tried to walk in front, taken away there by Bockwell as Lynn lost his stick and may have broken it on the play. And now here's a chance up the right side. Petrantonio cutting it short-handed, and he is poke-checked. And now a penalty coming up on the goaltender, D'Aloisio. No, it's going to be on the back check for slashing. D'Aloisio thought he was getting a trip there. I would not have supported that. I would have said poke check, he got the puck. That shouldn't have been.
No, I agree. I've had that happen a few times. I've actually gotten called for that on breakaways where you go for the puck, hit the guy's feet, and he can't get a shot off. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
And sometimes they let it go.
That too.
But in this case, it is Matt Stoya into the box for slashing. They even it up 4-on-4 for 30 seconds. And then the River Dragons will go on to their 5th, the Loft power play of the night, where they're 2 for 4. 12:35, time of the penalty. But generally, if you're a goaltender, you're going out, you get the puck, then you get the man. All right, you got the puck. And that kind of negates that tripping.
Yeah.
River Dragons win the draw in the offensive zone. 4-on-4, try to set it up. There's a shot in on goal. Good catch by D'Aloisio as Petrantonio cut right through the net. It's been an interesting game here tonight as well, just kind of with the flow. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's a little choppy.
Yeah, it just seems like Mississippi isn't playing as a unit tonight. It seems like there's not much support on them. And then for our side, this is one of our better games I've seen in the last few weeks here.
Here's Underwood at the right point with a shot in. That one just wide. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say we're playing more as a team tonight. Where everybody's skating, everybody's working together, and I think that's the key for us.
4-on-4 is Lucas Helen moving it ahead, and that comes to a close now. River Dragons to the power play. Petrantonio behind the net. He'll leave it off for Bockwell. Shinkarik's going to head over, and the River Dragons get the power play out, and now they catch Mississippi in a change. Petrantonio moving in, backdoor feed, and that one just a little too far on the stretch there for Wickline. Cut off on the right half wall. Puck stays in. Wickline after it in the corner. He feeds it across. Storjahan. He'll loop back at the left half wall. River Dragons slow it down, set it up. Petrantonio into the corner, left side. Moore left half boards. Up top, Petrantonio back to Moore. Moore, Petrantonio, middle of the blue line. Shot coming in, save made, and tip just wide by Wickline. Got a piece of D'Aloisio on the way by. Now Moore for the slot, a shot, and D'Aloisio to his right for the save.
That's a very nice save coming across crease there. Good position there. Was able to set his feet, and Morrissey's trying to look for the hat trick here.
He's feeling it
he
tonight,
is. He's moving his feet. He's getting engaged. It's fun to watch when he's going. With all the skill and size like we were talking about earlier, he's a special player, and he's hitting his stride tonight.
Face off on the dot here. Storjahan able to dig it out. Back to the point, McDonald. McDonald, left half boards. Petrantonio, McDonald up top. His shot ripped wide. Rebound right off the end wall. Fed in front by Storjahan. Cleared out by the D. To the line, kept in. Left point, McDonald forces it in. A bouncing puck. Moore jamming away. Can't get it to go. Wong is able to take it out. Here's Helland to the line. In front looking for Wong. And he had a stick tied up by Petrantonio. Russell trying to throw it back in front. That hit a body. 15 seconds ago on the power play. Maybe time for one more rush here as the River Dragons reset quickly. But they will start the process of putting a couple defensemen back out there with 3 forwards. Duncan at center will fire it in, and the power play comes to its conclusion. Columbus 2 for 5 now. Moore, right side, into the corner. Left off on the wall. Columbus on the cycle. McDonald to the left side. Duncan at the point. He'll feed it down low. Once again, here's Storjahan. And to the point, glove down. Nice job by Slahetka to keep that in. Around behind for McDonald. Hopped over his stick. Bersani to McDonald. McDonald on the left wing cycle. Pardon me, that's Moore actually still out there. And that one is flung up the middle and out to center. Duncan on it quickly there. Change in progress here for the River Dragons. D'Aloisio slows it down behind the net. Stoya on the backhand up the far side. Tied up on the wall. Nilsson in the pile. Wickline trying to pull it free as well. Stoya over there. It comes free to the line. Fed over the left side. Here's Duncan and tees up a drive and a save. D'Aloisio. Wickline leaving. Duncan left side into the corner. Down low. Swan tried to feed it in front. Hit Turner. Duncan all the way over on the right wing side now. Still gets it back down low. Puck ends up in the right half wall. There's a chance towards the net. That one behind the goal. Impressive shift right now. The puck possession for the River Dragons. Swan on the right side. They'll cycle it back down towards Wickline. Wickline lost it on the wall. Finally, the SeaWolves. No, they don't get it out yet. Bersani dove. I don't think he needed to. And he ends up turning it over. Swan in left side. 3-on-1. Moving in. Swan to the back door. No, tip behind the net by Russell. Good defensive play. And another shot in. Flagged down by D'Aloisio. He'll hold on. 3:44 to go in this WOW Internet second period. River Dragons with a 4-0 lead. Back with more on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful. Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. And we are back here. 4-0 River Dragons. 3:44 to go in the second period. Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph here with you. So we told you the next time you can meet the team at Applebee's. Well, the next time the River Dragons will be at Chick-fil-A Midland. Will be Wednesday, February 28th from 6 to 7 p.m. Put it on your calendar. Come meet with the team, get autographs, selfies, and more at Chick-fil-A Midland, Wednesday, February 28th from 6 to 7. River Dragons hockey also brought to you in part by BKI Accounting, a new age approach to old school accounting, specializing in payroll, bookkeeping, income, and sales taxes for small business. Learn more online, bkiaccounting.com. Gill with a chance coming in for the left point. Save made in front of the rebound. Is cleared away to the right point. Shinkarik dumping it back in. And now a clearing attempt to the slot that hit Wong, who backhands it away to center. And again, as much as we talk about, I mean, the offensive output again is nice tonight. River Dragons with 4 on the board right now here late in the second. But defensively, the team has been so good. And in all 3 zones, defense just doesn't happen in your end of the ice. Shinkarik back after it here. No icing as it's waved off. But, I mean, you know, Taylor, talk a little bit about that if you will. I mean, the neutral zone's so important. It's kind of like a chessboard. You want to control the middle of the board. You want to control the middle of the ice.
Yeah, it's just having that structure. Like especially when we're waiting and we're the neutral zone forecheck, whether we're trying to trap or be a little aggressive, trying to force their hand. The guys are just in the right spots tonight. The D are stepping up when it's appropriate to, and that limits the chances, right? Like it's when we step at the wrong times or a guy is on his own page for 1 point, right? Like that's when things start to happen or things start to go wrong. But everybody's kind of on the same page tonight.
And there, Doe runs into Shinkarik.
Except for there.
That is the worst when you run into your own guy because you're not expecting a hit. And Doe is slow to get off the ice after that one. Koch on the right side, leaving it to Learakos. Fed back across. Gill will punch it ahead. And here's Hunter. Learakos frustrated, slamming his stick on the ice. Hunter in with a shot, deflects off Learakos to the net. And D'Aloisio paddle down, makes the save. Boy, frustration becoming very evident for the SeaWolves here because, and let's credit, again, the Dragons defense for doing as much as they are to keep Mississippi from being able to establish an offensive foothold.
The thing with Mississippi is they like to cheat offense. They like to send guys. They like to dump high flip guys, 2 guys blowing the zone. And when you get into trouble is when you're not covering and your D's still in your own end. And tonight, like, we're reading it. We're backing out of the end. We're playing it safe, and it's not giving them any opportunity.
Here's a bank pass right side to Koch. He tried to put it in front. Puck is gloved out of the air and turned the other way. And now here come the River Dragons 3-on-2. Hunter, left side, looking at Moore in the high slot. Fed across to McDonald, and now everybody catches up. Hunter into the left side, around to the left point. Bockwill's got some space. A wrister towards the net off the goal post. Hit the glass, comes back to McDonald at the far dot.
Great shot there by Bockwell from the point.
Good look in front, maybe looking for the tip as McDonald dancing in that right side corner. Spins out of the check from Nielsen. Spins away from Turner. Feeds it in front to Moore. Save made. Daloisia. Rebound score. There's the hat trick for Kyle Moore. Moore follows up his own rebound. The goaltender down, and he's able to put it home on the backhand. It's 5-0 Columbus.
What I love about that play, Tom, is he gets a shot. Daloisia makes a good save. But he battles for that rebound. He wanted it, and that's the key there, is just crashing the net, making it difficult for the goalie, and he beat him to it, and it was a great play.
And the hats rain down onto the stands, and I'll tell you what, on youth hockey night, that's the best night to get your hat trick, because everybody here knows the story.
A little fun fact, too, is most of you don't probably know, is when you guys send those hats, like tonight, like Moore, he's probably going to pick one of those, take it home, so it's always fun to see the hats go down and be able to take one as a souvenir.
And kind of remind you, yeah, you had that kind of night. And Kyle Moore, I mean, we talk about J-Max scoring streak, and as we should, league record scoring streak. But, man, Kyle Moore has meshed so well with McDonald.
And honestly, you got to toss Ryan Hunter into that as well.
Yeah, like absolutely, not to forget him.
No, those 3, I'm telling you, like they got put together a little early on the season. Hunter being young, it took him a little bit of time just to get used to it, and get that chemistry with the rest of the line. But they're going, and it's all 3 of them. They're always on the same page. They know where each other are on the ice. All 3 of them can shoot the puck and also make passes. So it's really a great combination all around.
And I mean, how about the sequence too from McDonald in the corner? Spins out of one check, spins out of the other check, and calm.
It's
calm with the puck.
It's like I said last night, it's Sidney Crosby like with, and like I said, I hate to say it.
Don't want to
compliment him too much. His head might not get through the door tonight, but no, in all seriousness, just like McDonald there, like his puck protection he's always one step ahead of the defenders, and it's awesome to see.
Hunter picks up another assist as well. And River Dragons pouring it on. Here they come again. Duncan feeding into the high slot. Storjahan rolls it on goal. And that one is tipped away in front. Might have hit Bersani, who was trying to throw the screen, which he's been doing an excellent job of. Here's Duncan getting it across. Lahetka has to chase to the wall. Wickline battling in front. Lahetka into the slot for Wickline. Can't get a shot away as he's hooked up. Spun around completely. Puck up top. Lahetka cutting back up. Flips into space. Left side for Duncan. Into the far side corner. And now penalty coming up against the SeaWolves, and that's a frustration call. Puck batted out of the air just over top of the net by Bersani. Wickline in front again, extra man out there, and the touch finally coming for the SeaWolves. And Brody Duncan with a little tap on the pads for Daloisia, but what else can you do? The guy has just been under siege.
Again, on pace for 60 shots tonight. Not sure if we'll get there, but 20 shots in each period it's no joke. And as a goalie, I feel for him because he's making some big saves. He's keeping his he did keep his team in it until it started to kind of open up, but he hasn't had too much help tonight from his squad there.
Anderson into the box for slashing at 19:39. River Dragons 6th, the Loft power play of the night. McDonald at the left point, and he'll feed it over. 5-on-4 here, 15 seconds ago in the period. Petrantonio up top, shot coming in by Blockwell is kicked into the netting. And the Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for 2-for-1 cover. And of course tonight, post-game party with the River Dragons. We have some celebratory popcorn going up in the air down to our left. Puck to the left point, held in by McDonald. Time running down to the period. Storjahan for the slot, whipped it wide. 2 seconds to go, one, that's it. River Dragons are going to carry over 1 minute 40 seconds of power play time into the third period, but boy, oh boy, what a complete effort here so far through 40 minutes by the River Dragons tonight.
You took the word I was going to use right out of my mouth. This is honestly probably one of the most complete games that we've played so far this year. I know it's only 40 minutes, but hopefully we can keep this pace going. But it's, as you can tell, we've only given up 10 shots. Colgan has made some huge saves in the process as well to keep the guys in it early on, and just a well-rounded, complete game by everybody out there.
You know what? And it's heartening to be able to do it when you've got a big crowd on hand. I mean, some teams, you get that big crowd in the building and then you lay an egg and it's a little disappointing. And I know we've still got 20 minutes. I don't want to put the jinx on anything. But right now, Columbus, second game of the weekend, just seems to be so much more improved from last night. They still won last night, don't get me wrong, but it's just different tonight.
Yeah, and I think Fridays is something we want to clean up, and it's just the consistency, right? It's that point in the year where you want to be consistent. It's not about what you can do on any other night. It's what you can do every night, right? And they're showing that tonight. I think last night no one was really happy with how the game ended off, but you can see it was a great response by the guys in the first period and to also carry off in the second here. So hopefully, I think the goal, what Boomer's going to go in there and say is just, hey, great 40 minutes, let's keep it going, let's keep it continuous. And I'd say if we can keep this pace, it'd be one of our most complete games of the season.
All right, well, we're going to take a break, and we will come back with second period analysis with Taylor Joseph. We will also wrap up the score. We'll look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and more coming your way. 5-0, River Dragons in the lead, 40 minutes into it. We're back with more in a moment on Columbus River Dragons Hockey.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop in Phoenix City, wants to be your local eye doctor. Specializing in diabetic eye exams, glaucoma treatment, and cataract evaluations, Phoenix Eye Clinic has an ophthalmologist on staff. They also handle all of your needs for eye exams, glasses, and contacts. Call the Phoenix Eye Clinic at 334-480-4015. That's 334-480-4015. Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other, because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
It's a new year, and the newly renovated Rental Pace Field is ready to make its grand debut in 2024. Join us all season long. Get your Troy baseball season tickets now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. Last year, the Trojans won 40 games and hit the most home runs and recorded the most strikeouts in program history. Troy baseball takes on a home schedule that includes Alabama, Louisiana, Harvard, South Alabama, and more. Get your Troy baseball season tickets now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
And we are back here in the second period intermission report. Tom Callahan along with Taylor Joseph. And the second period intermission report is brought to you by Shred Away. And I want to remind everybody to go save big at River City Swing Sets, your local Gorilla Playsets authorized showroom, offering lifetime warranty swing sets and basketball goals, swings, slides, and more. Check out rivercityswingsets.com for the full lineup. Get your big save at River City Swing Sets with free installation on any swing set purchased by saying, "Go River Dragons." Taylor, my thought with this is not just for kids, although on youth hockey night, this is a great night to talk about this, but you get swing sets, slides, all this stuff, but basketball goals, I'm thinking any man cave could use a hoop.
100%. And even, are you talking in the house?
Well, it could be in the house, outside the house. I mean, we're kind of down here in this Georgia, Alabama, Chattahoochee Valley region. You can hoop it up outside all year long.
Yeah.
You just need a good sweatshirt, and I think you can play outdoors.
I grew up on a basketball hoop. Like, my dad was a basketball guy, so I remember I got my first hoop at, I think, 4 years old, and Space Jam was around the time, very popular, and I used to watch that on repeat and just slam dunks all day. But no, it's as a kid, that's something it's just good to do sports and be outside. Doesn't happen too often nowadays. So kids at home, listen, be outside. There's time for video games, but it's also good to get some fresh air and play some sports.
I don't know if I recommend quite the path that I took, but I mean, my mom used to have to come find me to drag me home for dinner because me and my buddies are outside playing something, anything.
Whether you're on the bikes, you're playing hockey, basketball, tag, it was endless. And I miss those days. Simpler times.
Yeah, it was go down to the playground and you bring kind of one of everything. You brought the hockey stick, but you also brought the football, the basketball, the baseball glove. You never knew what you were going to end up doing.
Oh, and you get tired of sports. You want to change it up sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good for you. So
yeah, absolutely. But it does help. And I will say this: I know this world is ever increasingly specialized, but you hear the advice, and it's old school advice in a way. But play more than one sport. Even talking to Steve Smith, who was the manager of the Chattahoochee this summer, he advocates that for his kids. He sees kids specializing in baseball now in high school. He's like, go play other sports.
It's so important. Like I said, my dad, I played basketball, lacrosse, inline hockey. Like I did a bunch of soccer when I was younger. Like I did a bunch of different sports, and it's important. Like hockey's great, and whether you specialize in a sport, but the reality is when you're playing different sports, you're developing different muscles as a kid. You're just becoming all around more athletic. Like lacrosse was a big one for hockey players because of the hand-eye coordination. Like Gretzky swore by it. It was you see guys batting things down in the air mid-ice or the puck out of mid-air. Sorry, but it's really because of those cross-training sports, and it's tools you develop outside of hockey that will actually help you in hockey and in other sports as well. It's not just hockey, but
absolutely. So right now, 5-0 River Dragons, and let's take a look at the scoring if we can from that second period. 32 seconds in. The period is bookended on goals by Kyle Moore. He does end up with the hat trick tonight. 3 goals for Moore, his 18th from Hunter and Justin McDonald. 32 seconds into the second period. And Taylor, critical juncture there, scoring that goal 30 seconds into the opening frame because now you've set the tone for the second. You don't let the SeaWolves come in and try to establish themselves early on.
Yeah, and we saw it last night too, right, where the opposite happened, and Baton Rouge scored a quick one, and it got them back into the game. It's so critical when you're up on a team. You don't want to give them any life, right? So that means playing consistently the whole time, coming out, not being comfortable, but trying to extend the lead, not taking crazy risks because you're up, but just not sustaining pressure throughout the whole game is key.
And at 8:36, Alex Storjahan, his 14th of the year from Doe and Petrantonio. That's on the power play and a beautiful backdoor feed there. Austin Doe, I mean, we talk about Justin McDonald, his puck presence, his control, but Doe right there, just plenty of patience, a lot of vision to make that play.
Yeah, and he's, like I said, like we were talking about yesterday, he's playing on a different level right now, Austin Doe, and obviously Justin McDonald's doing what he's doing. Kyle Moore with the hat trick tonight. He's on an incredible point streak as well. It's guys are clicking, they're gelling right now at the right time, and it's really exciting to watch.
4-0 at that point, and then late in the period as well, 18:35 more to make it 5-0. His 19th of the year. The hat trick goal from McDonald and Hunter, and that rounds out the scoring in the period. Shots 20 for the River Dragons, 4 for the SeaWolves for the game, 41 for Columbus, 10 for Mississippi in this one. And a minute 40 seconds of power play time carries over. The River Dragons in that period were 1 for. Let's try this again, Tom. 1 for 2 on the power play. They're working on power play chance number 6 right now, and 0 for 2 for the SeaWolves. They're 0 for 3 in the game. So everything looks pretty good, but now it's a matter of finishing it off.
Yes, and just not getting comfortable. Like I know, like we were saying earlier, Boomer is right now in that room telling them, do not change anything. We don't need 10 goals. We're up 5-0. Just play responsible. We've been playing responsible all game, so just continue doing this, adding pressure. They won't be able to handle us.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a quick break here in this second period intermission. Brought to you by Shredaway. When we come back, it'll be time for the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Zelmo's Zippin'. 5-0 River Dragons after 2. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Here he comes, boys. Sure is beautiful. Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from?
I win. Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
We all dream. But dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps, all for only $30 a month with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. Back here in the second period intermission report brought to you by Shredaway, Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph. Let's take a quick look, shall we, at the out-of-town scoreboard. And right now, having a look, the Binghamton Black Bears losing tonight at Big Boy Arena on the road. Motor City Rockers 3-1 winners in that game. Another final from earlier tonight. It took overtime, but the Port Huron Prowlers win it 4-3 in the OT over the Watertown Wolves. And Elmira right now hanging on to a 5-3 lead in the final minute over the Danbury Hat Tricks, as Danbury might lose both halves of a home-and-home to the River Sharks. Thunderbirds up 2-1 right now on the Blue Ridge Bobcats. That is just into the third period. NHL action finals. Blues 3-1 over the Sabres. Overtime, Red Wings beat the Canucks 4-3. Stars 3-2 over the Canadiens. Flames 5-2 over the Islanders. Capitals shut out the Bruins today 3-0. Panthers blanked the Avs 4-0. And right now, early in the third, Devils and Hurricanes remain scoreless. Lightning now up 3-0 on the Blue Jackets in the third. Senators 4, Maple Leafs 2. That game early in the third period. And about to start the third, Flyers still up 2-1 on the Kraken. Jets 2-1 now over the Penguins early in the third. At the first intermission, Coyotes and Preds are tied up at 1. And at 10 o'clock tonight, the Oilers are in Los Angeles to take on the Kings. NCAA men's basketball. We've got a couple of 10 o'clock tips, including number 8 Arizona at Colorado. And then the other late ones, number 21 BYU at hosting Kansas State, and Boise State is at number 22 Utah State. Games going on right now at the half. Number 2 Purdue 37-25 over Indiana. Number 6 Tennessee trailing Texas A&M 42-30, and number 25 New Mexico up 40-39 against UNLV. All those are at the half. Finals from earlier today. Number 1 UConn beats Georgetown, and number 11 Wisconsin loses to Rutgers. A 22-point deficit at that. Number 16 Alabama beats LSU. Number 19 Creighton over Xavier. Number 15 South Carolina beats Vanderbilt. Number 9 Duke beats Boston College. Michigan State tops number 10 Illinois. Number 14 Iowa State over TCU. Number 12 Auburn loses to Florida 81-65. Number 3 North Carolina 75-72 over Miami. Number 5 Houston over Cincinnati. Number 17 Kentucky loses to unranked Gonzaga. Number 23 Texas Tech beats UCF. And number 4 Kansas beats number 13 Baylor. Number 7 Marquette over unranked St. John's. So there are your top 25 winners and losers here today. And so as we get set to wrap up the Shredaway second period intermission report, Taylor Joseph here with us. And you know what? I mean, TJ, we talked about it a little bit here before we get to our break, but I mean, right now, your advice sounds like probably my advice and everybody else. Don't change a thing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, there's no need to sit back. There's no need to press for more goals. I think just adding pressure on the offense. D, we're making good steps in the neutral zone. I think the critical thing tonight is just our neutral zone play. We're not giving them anything. Like Mississippi likes to blow the zone. They like to cheat offense a little bit, and it works for them sometimes. But tonight I think our team's just making those reads and shutting them down before they can get started.
All right, let's take our final break here. When we come back, third period action. River Dragons up 5-0 on the SeaWolves. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Here he comes, boys. Sure is beautiful. Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast.
And we are back here to start third period action. Tom Callahan here with you, along with Taylor Joseph. Just underway. River Dragons starting the period on the power play here. They'll come up the right side and try to set things up. Wickline will move it ahead. On the left side, here's Jemaev sending it around the rim. And the ice still a little wet out there, so you got to be a little more precise with your puck movement. Here's Shinkarik to the near side to Ryan Hunter. Hunter up top of the blue line, over to Shinkarik on the left point, back to Hunter at the right. Hunter, cross ice feed in with a shot. D'Aloisio to his right to make the save. Good stop there as he cuts across. And I'll tell you what, Slaheka didn't hold on to the puck. He let it go very quickly. But again, I mean, he's battling. His team's down 5-0 here, but D'Aloisio's trying to keep the SeaWolves afloat. Face off, one back to the point by the River Dragons. Shinkarik over to the far side. Wickline over towards Hunter, and he has to take it off the dasher. Puck jammed towards the side of the net, and that is found by D'Aloisio. Love it. Hang on. 48 seconds into this third period. Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph here with you. Third period action brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. 52 seconds to go in the power play for the River Dragons. A little bit different look here, T-Joe, for the power play to start the third period.
Yeah, no, it's good. I like getting this. It's hard to say one or two units. We have both that can put the puck in the net, but I think for this unit here, it's just important to. I don't know if they've scored. They scored one today, Shinkarik. Yeah, so it's good. Just allow them to continue building off that and get some momentum. And no, it's nice to see them having success tonight.
There's a clearing attempt that actually hit Barr on the way out of the zone. Stays in. Right pointer Shinkarik at the line, but Barr's able to battle that one down the ice. Half minute to go in the power play. Shinkarik will loop all the way back for it. He's got one of the power play goals, as we mentioned, up on the left side in, and he'll curl. Look up top, feed it. Bersani, Shinkarik down the left side wall, leaving it off in space. Wickline on the left half boards. 10 seconds in the power play. Shinkarik tried to feed up top. Stoya blocked it, came right back to him. Shinkarik around to the right point to Hunter. Shinkarik, cross ice feed. In front, Slaheka tips it just wide. Nice feed on the doorstep there as the puck cleared ahead. And Anderson out of the box. Up on the right wing with a chance here, leaving it up top for Learakos. Cutting it on goal, trying to feed it high. Penalty coming up against Hunter here, who got the hook in there on Learakos. And actually, they're going to call it a slash, but I will say this, though. Yanni Learakos is just such a big guy. He's powerful, and when he drives the net, he is hard to stop.
And he's so smart with the puck, right? Like, he can't commit to going to him there, even though he's beating his guy, is because he has that vision where he can make a play at last second. And, yeah, no, it's sometimes it's necessary to take a penalty like that just to stop the momentum from him getting to the net.
154, and Ryan Hunter into that Abercrombie Bonding penalty box. River Dragons start with a clear here. Puck down the ice. Power play number 4 for the SeaWolves. 0 for 3 with a man advantage. River Dragons now 2 for 6. Up the left side, here's Wong. In over the line. Pushed into the corner. Swan after it. Gotta love to see Sequoia Swan getting penalty kill time, because that's a hard-working job out there. So if the coach has the confidence in you to put you out on the PK, I think that's a nice nod.
Yeah, and that's something he has done it this year, and he's taking the puck away. It's great play there, but he does he's smart. He's done PKing before. He's gotten to the pro level, and it's just nice to see him develop and continue to grow that aspect of his game.
There's Stoya with a shot from the point, and he scores as Matt Stoya wires one in from the left point. Spoils the shutout for Brendan Colgan here. 2:39, and it's 5-1. SeaWolves finally on the board.
Yeah, Tom, we talked about it earlier. You can't stop what you can't see. A little bit of own screen there. Kirk Underwood, I think he's trying to get in front of the puck, but took the eyes away from Colgan and resulted in the back of the net.
So Stoya with a power play marker. 2:39, time of the goal. For Stoya, that's his 8th of the year.
And Matt Stoya, he has a hard shot from the point. It was a seeing eye shot. It was good placement there.
Mississippi power play goal.
I'm a big fan of the put the puck on net, good things happen.
Yeah, you never know, right? It could be, like I said, your own defenseman. You can get tips. Like, you never know. If you take the goalie's eyes away, it's hard to stop it, right, Tom? So you know that. You have the experience.
There's a lot of things I can't do when I can't see. There's a lot of things that are difficult.
Stopping a flying biscuit isn't one of them. Right?
Yeah, that's hey, you know what, though? Sometimes if you're in the right spot, it will hit you.
Yeah, no.
Those are my favorite, when you don't see it and it just hits you.
Or just lands in your glove magically. That's
the best feeling in the world. And Liracos in offside. That offside brought to you by Old School Barber. Shop there online at oldschoolbarber.com. And now Bersani does not like the fact that Liracos shot the puck after the whistle. Has something to say to him about it.
I love that. It's may have not been purposeful, but no, it's not a bad thing letting them know you're not okay with that.
Liracos and Wong assists on the power play goal. By the way, if your sides are a little off, you can book your next appointment online anytime with Old School Barbershop and even 24/7 through their Facebook and Instagram. Wickline trying to put it ahead. And right now we are skating 5-on-5. Haven't seen a whole lot of that here lately. But back to it here. Now Bersani steals it at center. Bersani moving in as Wickline's pulled down, and no call on that one, but literally had his skates yanked out from under him.
Big miss there.
Oh, yeah.
Middle of the ice, too.
Liracos just yanked him out and really took away the rush. And Bersani and Liracos still wrapped up behind the play. And now all of a sudden the hitting's going to pick up in this one a little bit here. Could get feisty in this third period. Lind with a puck in the high slot with a shot and a glove save. Colgan. He'll pour water on the fire there by making that save and getting a face-off.
Great track there by Colgan. A little bit of traffic in front, guys flying by, but he tracked it all the way into his glove and made a nice save.
Want to remind everybody it is a family 4-pack night here tonight. The next one is March 16th, Faith and Family Night. And then April 13th, Fan Appreciation Night. Chick-fil-A, Midland, Kissin 99.3 Family 4-packs available only through the River Dragons office. Call 706-507-4625 or stop by and see us on the west side of the Columbus Civic Center. Here's Kuznetsov in with a shot that found the glass around to the right point. Puck is kept in there nicely by Lambert. Kuznetsov, left corner, centering feed, went through everybody. Hunter tried to tip it out. Lambert keeps it in again. Throws it cross ice. Kuznetsov left it in the corner, but McDonald there. And he'll move it ahead. On the left wing, River Dragons push in. There's a shot in on goal that is caught and held. And now the faceoff will be to the right of the of the Mississippi SeaWolves goal. And honestly, I mean, Tijo, at this point, I would not mind seeing this turn into a very boring hockey game here for the remainder.
No, like we've been stressing that. Just keeping it simple. Keeping the guys in front of you, seeing all white 5 jerseys in front of you, and I think that's the key. And it'll be a good building block for us this year if we can continue to do that.
Puck at the left point. It's held in by Bockwell. He'll put it around behind the net onto the near side. And turning with it here is Moore. McDonald, Moore up top. He's already got the hat trick. In on goal, Hunter. Save made. Oh, Ryan Hunter missed on the stick side. D'Aloisio was down. Great deflection by Ryan Hunter in front. And this line just, man, when they touch the puck, even doesn't look like much of a play. Kind of a broken play sometimes, and all of a sudden it's a tremendous scoring opportunity. It's amazing how they do that.
No, it is amazing, but it's no secret. Like these guys after practice, as a line, they're in one end working on things, talking, and that's the key. And you can see it doesn't happen by accident. It's guys that are putting the extra work in together and ensuring they're on the same page, and it's showing in the last 23 games.
Absolutely. Absolutely it is. And boy, if you're just joining us, Justin McDonald's league record scoring streak extended tonight. Kyle Moore's scoring streak extended tonight. Moore's got a hat trick. McDonald's got 3 assists. Ryan Hunter's got 3 assists as well. And they're just building and building and building, and they're doing such a great job out there. Face-off coming up to the right of D'Aloisio after an icing call against the SeaWolves. Helen jumped in early, and they'll toss Barr out of the face-off, or will they? No, they'll let him go back in. Puck on the dot, and they joust over it. SeaWolves pull it out. Wong will direct it out to center. Underwood on the roller. Feeds it across. Bockwell handles, feeds up the left side on the wall, and now Columbus to the attack at the line. Pushed in. Play is onside. There's Austin Doe. Good to see him back out there after the collision earlier. Petrantonio picks it off. Centering feed, and that one is taken away there in front by Lind.
As you can see, just the back pressure of the guys there, right? Like, everybody's coming back. It's 2-on-5 on the transition. It's great to see.
Jemayev is back. We talked to him in the first period yesterday and about his off-season and rededicating himself to the gym and what a difference it's made. Now here's Doe stepping in for a chance. A shot tipped over top of the goal. But, you know, it's showing with Jemayev. He's playing more physically. He's been more engaged, and he's certainly stronger at this point of the year, and it's great to see. Here's Learakos in offside at the line, and that'll get us to a break here. 5:53 into the third period. River Dragons with a 5-1 lead over the Mississippi SeaWolves. Third period action brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. We're back with more in a moment on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
Welcome back here. Third period action brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. River Dragons up 5-1 right now. Kyle Moore's got the hat trick here tonight. And the River Dragons trying to close out this game here this evening. River Dragons had 20-plus shots now in the last 5 periods. It's calmed down a little bit here, at least in the not quite 6 minutes of time we played in this third. But Taylor Joseph joining me here in the booth tonight, and I mean, really, at this point, as we talked about, if you just calm it down a little bit, take care of your own end, I don't think the River Dragons are as worried about the volume of shots. They've done a nice job there, and now they just need to bring the game home.
No, that's a great point there, Tom. Like we said earlier, we don't have to change anything, but I think the focus has shifted, right? We're up, we have a good lead, and now it's just be defensively responsible. Get your shots when you can, and they're doing a great job of that right now.
Well, there was a chance in front there that was cleared out, but clearly Mississippi actually had 2 jerseys down below both defensemen in front, or Duncan and Slahetka. They are really trying to get guys low and outnumber them down low. But again, here's a pass through center for Koch that is tipped away so he doesn't get in cleanly. But Learakos follows it up with a shot, and Colgan to his right to make the save. Gobbles that one up and hangs on.
Oh, it's a great save by Colgan. Great position as usual. And like I said earlier, it's not an easy task when you've only seen 14 shots versus the other side where it's 44. And he's looked sharp tonight. He's making the saves he has to, and he's giving the boys a chance to win the whole game. And that's what you want from your goaltender.
Learakos, Koch, and Nilsson out up front against Moore, McDonald, and Hunter. Learakos spins it over to the wall, but the puck is pushed ahead out to center here. Hunter trying to follow it up. It's turned over back the other way. SeaWolves in on the left side. Learakos backdoor feed, but Nilsson could not catch up with it. Puck at the right point kept in, shot in, swatted away by Colgan. Another chance. That goes off the outside of the net. SeaWolves trying to buzz a little bit here. Learakos Feeds it over onto the right side. Shot coming in. Again, Colgan the save, and he just absorbs it. Hangs on, and will force a face-off to his left. How important is it as a goaltender to control the flow of the play and understand the sense of what your team needs, whether it's playing the puck versus freezing it or, you know, kind of countering whatever momentum is there?
Yeah, like if your team's going, if you get a puck in on you and you have a choice to either play it or cover it. I'm as you know, Tom, I'm active back there. I like to keep the play going, especially if the momentum's in our favor. And if you can avoid a D zone draw, it's always a good thing, right? Teams have plays and there can be confusion, and it's always just good if you can to keep the puck moving, but obviously you don't want to put yourself in a risky spot.
Here's Dillon over the line to his left in front. Petrantonio with a tip, and D'Aloisio scoops it up with a mitt. It had to be part goaltender, part shortstop on that one. Was able to scoop it up and hang on.
No, he reminds me of one of my childhood heroes, Tim Thomas. He does what he has to do to stop the puck, and he's very athletic, and he does a really good job. And he's not the biggest guy, but he makes up for his size with his athletic ability.
Boy, Tim Thomas was just throw the style book out the window. Let's get something in front of the puck.
Oh, I loved it. It was nothing, no short of excitement with Thomas in that.
I grew up watching Dominic Hasek. I understand the no style.
Yeah. It worked.
Well, and it was premeditated. Like, Hasek had a reason for everything he did, but it just, to the untrained eye, it looked kind of crazy. But when I was in Nashville, I had a chance to work with Mitch Korn, who did a lot of work with Hasek. And we'll talk about this here in a second. Jamayevan trying to get a shot off. But Mitch was one of those goaltending coaches who tried to work with what you had and make it better, as opposed to guys maybe like a Francois Allaire who's like, no, you must butterfly. And I think that, Mitch really worked with Hasek on being very purposeful with his movement. So even when he was out, though, he just had a way to put a limb in front of things, stretch out an arm, scissor the pet, something. And the other thing that was key to him and Thomas and any goaltender who's successful, you've got to battle and just keep battling. Even when you think you're out of a play, that's when you make your most ridiculous save.
No, it's battling, and then if you look at them, they track the puck so well. Like their puck tracking's phenomenal to be able to. So for them to be able to do that and reading the play as well. But for people that don't know, Mitch Korn he's a legendary goaltending coach in the NHL. He's been around for years, and he actually grew up. He coached Braden Holtby, who I know pretty well from back home as well, and won a Stanley Cup with the Washington Capitals. And it's cool to see his philosophy, and he's very good with the goalies he's worked with. Doesn't matter what style they are, and it's awesome coach, and he's still going. He's getting up there in age, but he's still going, and he's still doing a great job.
Still going with the Islanders, and I get a chance to cut up with Mitch every maybe 3-4 months. We send a couple of texts back and forth and say hi, and as he told me many moons ago, he said, hey, we are forever joined at the toe strap.
Oh, that's awesome.
I always love that. River Dragons trying to move it ahead out to center ice here. And here's Moore dumping it in over the line, Learakos. I'll tell you what, Moore has just been, like, the motor is running at a higher and higher speed here as the season goes along. He really does look like he's just getting better and better.
Yeah, and, like, I think it's the gel with the teammates, and he's working hard. His shot's so heavy. He's a smart player. Like, he does a lot of the things right, and he can mix it up a bit too, right? So it's fun to watch him play when he's on his game.
Here's Lind in on the right side. I'll leave it to the dot. Learakos up top. Stoya with a drive, deflected wide in front of the net. Kept in for the left point by Lind, around behind the goal. Bockwell sends it up the far side. Down the ice it goes, and that will not have enough gas for icing. Swan up on the forecheck, forcing Stoya to sweep it around to the near wing. Lind with a backhand out to center. River Dragons changing him behind the play. Nilsson up the right side, and he's run into by Duncan on the far side.
What a hit.
They both go down heavily, but boy, Duncan just a heat-seeking missile over there.
Yeah, he doesn't shy away from that type of play. I'll tell you that. We saw that last night.
Oh, my goodness. He tried to put all of the weight into that one. Kept in on the left side by Petrantonio, looking to get it to Doe. Now taking out Learakos, and now he'll flip it into space left side to Kosh. Tracked into the corner by Slahetka. Learakos picked up on the back check there by Petrantonio. Backdoor, here's a chance, and a save by Colgan. Nice stop there on Licio.
Oh, great save, especially a guy coming down trailing like that with the speed. really good positional save, and he's doing his job tonight, Colgan. He's playing very well, and it's awesome to see.
SeaWolves with the puck again. There's a shot pinballing in front, stayed out. Now a chance at the far dot. Leah Rockos with a shot and a blocker save. Colgan.
Great sequence by Colgan there. Just great overall sequence there.
Here's Austin Doe up on the right side. Looking into high space, and Carrick was pressing in. Puck hopped on him, but it stays in the zone. But right now, the end of the shift for Jemayev. He just needs to get to the bench. Mississippi will curl. Kuznetsov in his own zone. Wickline spins away. 8:23 and counting to go in this third period. 5-1 River Dragons, and Mississippi just can't get through the neutral zone right now.
Yeah, no, I don't know if they're used to playing like this. What they were trying earlier isn't working, and like I said, they're used to blowing the zone and getting guys odd man rushes, but our team is we're trapping them, and it's awesome to see.
I don't think I've seen a structured breakout from the SeaWolves in a while, but they're trying to drop into one.
Yeah, it's something new. So
there's Bersani ahead at center, getting it right back and a give and go. He's up. He's got Wickline in. Shinkarik into the rush. Bersani a shot. Oh boy, D'Aloisio had to squeeze the pillows, but he's got it. 7:47 to go here in the third. 5-1 Columbus in the lead. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a new lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
so refreshing. So tasty.
What the?
Just let it happen.
Oh, chill. He was a soda.
New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. It's different.
Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph back here with you. 7:47 to go in this third period. 5-1 River Dragons. And again, was it this time yesterday where Colgan had to adjust a pad? Because he's out there doing it again.
Yeah, I might have to talk to him about his laces. We'll have to figure it out together. Get two goalie minds together, and we'll get to the bottom of it.
I think it's almost like it's scheduled. It's like, set the watch by. Colgan's got to get a little pad adjustment here. All right, I got to ask your opinion, because I know a lot of the boys like the teal 5th anniversary jerseys that we're wearing tonight. But out of all the ones that we have this year, what's your favorite?
I have to say the teal. It's a close one with the blackouts and the teal. The teal's just clean. Like, it's clean. The whites it's hard to say. This team, throughout the league, I know everybody loves our jerseys. We have a great color scheme, beautiful logo. It's really hard to pick one, but I think I'll have to go with the teal.
Last year, our whites, and I know the whites are a little different this year, but they used to have the sash with Columbus on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's clean.
Classic.
Yeah.
I love that jersey, and I think it's just – and I'm a big fan of a good white jersey. And I don't want to wear one anywhere because I know I'm going to get mustard or wing sauce or nacho cheese on it. I know myself. But I like to admire them from a distance. And Mississippi, I like their colors, the red, white, and blue. I think they do nice with their jerseys as well. And that draw one right back in on goal, stopped by D'Aloisio. But I like the 5th anniversary. I like the V stripes. It's got a bit of a 90s feel. I know that throwback to the 90s is in right now. And the other thing, too, is that New York Rangers drop shadow on the number, I think, looks pretty spiffy.
No, I like their jerseys, and not too many bad jerseys in this league, I'm not going to lie. Color schemes are pretty good. And
it actually, you know who one of my favorite jerseys is, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. The third jersey, there's a big hit on the far side by Bockwell as he knocks down Wong, and now Bockwell gets pestered from behind by Helen, but no reason to pay him any mind. As the puck sent around to the far corner again. Just another clean hit. I mean, we haven't seen a bunch of big hits, but when they've been there, the timing has been there. It's been the right time to lower the boom.
Yeah, nice and clean, too. That's the thing. It's awesome to see.
Dumped out through center, 2-on-1 developing here. Storjahan in with Wickline going to the net, feeds a Wickline to the backhand, back across, but Storjahan hooked up by Stoya. Now back the other way is Wong. I'll finish my thought very quickly. Baton Rouge, third jersey, their red one, fantastic.
Clean.
Absolutely amazing. Love it. River Dragons trying to move it up the other way on the right side. I actually really like Binghamton's too. They always do a little something creative with them. I know you had a chance to wear those last year.
Yeah, no, their new ones are actually pretty fresh this year. The team there, great guys there. They did a really good job at designing those ones this year.
Offside whistle down. They're going to send it all the way down that offside. Brought to you by Old School Barber Shop. They're online at oldschoolbarber.com. Book online anytime if your sides are a little off. Go get lined up. Well, not right now, but sometime in the near future. You can also book your next appointment online anytime on their Instagram and Facebook. And right now, I think the linesman might be being overruled. The faceoff is being pointed back out to center. I don't know if Slaheka actually touched that puck or if he did the wave the stick at it.
I missed that one. I thought honestly it was a penalty there, but
no, that was they blew it dead for the offside because Slaheka he waved a stick and I think he waved it over the puck, acted like he was going to touch it but didn't. Then the linesman blew it dead, said intentional. They were going to throw the faceoff down the ice. Now they drop it outside the Mississippi blue line.
Well, it's a good call.
Have you ever seen a call disappear? No, I'm kidding. Puck and line shot in. D'Aloisio the save. He'll leave it aside. I have seen faceoffs moved quite a bit. That does happen a lot. Koch in over the line, gets shoved off the puck as it's cleared back the other way. The SeaWolves trailing the River Dragons 5-1. Columbus looking to pick up another 3 points in regulation. If you're new to the FPHL, it is 3 points for a regulation win, 2 in overtime or a shootout, and that's why winning in regulation is so important in this league. There's Learakos with it on the left side, feeds it back door. There's a chance off the outside of the net. Duncan able to golf it up the left side to Hunter. Hunter moving in all by himself in the backhand, and his shot is deflected wide. Here's Stowe on the right side. Try to keep it in there, but it's pushed away to center. Koch will dump it ahead. Mississippi to the change as well. River Dragons. Gill off the glass, gets it down the ice. A bouncer that Lambert will turn back inside his own line. Doe up on the forecheck. And now it's turned over. Lambert lost it to Petrantonio. Behind the net, Petrantonio's centering attempt is blocked. Came all the way back up top. Petrantonio will just skate it all the way down the ice. And now push it back ahead to Doe.
Just a great example of not doing anything risky at the blue line. You're the last guy, taking it out, taking your time, making a good play.
Dumped in, Colgan. Fling it around the far side glass. And now down low, here's a chance in front. Shot that one way up and out of play here. Anderson trying to cut the corner with it. And that'll get us to our final break of the third period. 4:45 to go in the third. River Dragons with a 5-1 lead. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And welcome back here with 4:45 to go in the third period. 5-1 River Dragons leading the SeaWolves. Tom Callahan, Taylor Joseph here with you. And River Dragons just trying to get through here, get to the 3 points in regulation. And I wanted to finish the thought about the 3 points in regulation. That's why you see teams will come into a weekend series. If you play a team twice in a weekend and you're trailing them in the standings, Taylor, you can make up 6 points in a big hurry.
It's crazy. And I wasn't sure about it when I first started playing the league. I was kind of like, what's the point? But it kind of makes the game exciting. You see, like, when a team is down and you need those points, especially in a back-to-back situation, there's a lot more urgency at the end of the game. Like, obviously, if a team's tied and you go in overtime, you're not too worried about it if you're just getting 2 points. But if it's for the extra point, it does kind of make the game a little bit more interesting at the end.
It's wild late in the season to see teams pull the goaltender with like 5 minutes left, trailing by 3 because they know they need to win in regulation. Like, they're going to push.
Yeah, it makes the game fun, I think, and no, I don't mind it.
And it also does mean that I think more teams, even if mathematically it doesn't work out this way, I think you feel like you have more of a chance. Here's Bersani in on the right side, backdoor feed, right in front. Lind blocked the pass across, and D'Aloisio recovers to sprawl and grab it.
Gave him a nice little love tap there. Yeah, that was close. We had, I think it was shorthand driving the back door. Great play by the defenseman Lind there just to break that up and get it to the goalie.
It looks great if your defenseman blocks it, keeps it out, but if it goes in off the D,
then you're my worst enemy.
Right. You're like, why did you touch that?
Yeah, no, you should have left it.
Yeah. But you never know until it works out or it doesn't.
The heart's in the right place. That's all that matters. So.
Yes, absolutely. So right now it's Bersani out there with Sturgeon and Wickline. Mississippi controlling. 4:09 and counting to go here in the third. 5-1 River Dragons in the lead. Kyle Moore's got the hat trick here tonight. Underwood picks off a pass at the line, tries to move it ahead. He's hooked off. Leorakos back with it. Cutting along the blue line up high. Leorakos is put into the glass. Nice job by Bockwell. Stayed with him the whole way and finished him off. Now Underwood in, cutting in on goal save, made rebound, and again another stop by D'Aloisio. Stopped Underwood and then Wickline in quick succession.
No, great save right in the splits there. Not one but two there off the back, and was able to corral the puck and cover it up. Great sequence there by D'Aloisio.
I don't think I've been able to say about goaltenders who I've seen give up 5 or 6 or 7 in a game as much as I have this year. Some guys who faced the River Dragons and gone, you know what, that still wasn't a bad night. I mean, usually you're giving up 5 or 6 and you're just like, man, that was terrible.
Well, we can even go back to last night, when I believe it was Stevens. He led in 8, and he had a pretty good game. Like, you can't, it wasn't on him. So it's a weird dynamic, but that's how powerful our team is offensively, and we can make teams look silly that way.
Absolutely. This River Dragons team is, I mean, I talk about the SeaWolves never out of any game, and they may trail them, but, I mean, they can score goals in bunches and do it really fast. And look at Sequoia Swan right now, just ragging the puck in his own end, just wheeling it away from Barr.
Great poise.
And Barr moving into the right side. But that is the growth, I mean, of a rookie player. Yeah, poise is a great word as Columbus will take the icing here. Or will they? Here comes Hunter. Oh, boy, Turner just beat him back in the race. But, I mean, for a rookie to be able to do that, there's a comfort level that doesn't happen right away.
No, exactly. And you see with Swanee there, he works his butt off in practice. The guys love him. He works hard. And the thing is you can see he's starting to get more comfortable. He's starting to make a little bit more plays that maybe as a rookie you're not comfortable doing right off the bat, right? It's sometimes being a little risky as a rookie can result in some negative consequences. But no, he's getting more comfortable, and you can see it, and he's making some good plays.
5-1 River Dragons, and we get a timeout called here for Mississippi. Okay, remember what we were talking about just a minute ago about pulling the goaltender when you're down and you know you need a couple of goals? I don't know if Mississippi is quite to that point, but maybe they're talking about, hey, if we get one off the face-off here, get it to 5-2. You never know. Do you take that risk? I mean, it's tough against the River Dragons.
Yeah, you don't have much to lose. I guess it's see if you can empty the tank, get anything you can. But at this point, hey, if you're battling for points like they are, and just to improve themselves in the standings, at this point they really don't have anything to lose.
So 2:52 to go in this third period. River Dragons 5, SeaWolves 1.
The thing is, it's something that they have done. We've seen them score a few goals in a few minutes, right? And for them, I'm sure they're just going to see what they can do. I'm not sure if the goalie's going to go back in the net here, but
yeah, I know it. Lind is on the ice, and D'Aloisio is still standing there, and he's coming off. So empty net for the Mississippi SeaWolves. They are going to go with 6. They need 4 goals in under 3 minutes. And if there's a team capable of it, it's certainly them.
Yeah, no.
But that's a tall ask.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Doesn't hurt to try.
Well, like you said, they got nothing to lose, and they got to play that way. Face-off is moved over to the wall, and the battle begins. Now the pile forms. Puck free. Wong into the corner. Duncan over there on him. Slahetka will flip it to the line. Bounced off a mid, and now a roller down the ice, and Moore's going to win the race into the empty net. He puts it away. Kyle Moore's got 4.
I haven't seen him. No, I'm just kidding. He was going quick there. He saw the empty net. Why not add it to your goal total of 3 tonight?
His 20th goal of the season. That makes Kyle Moore the 3rd River Dragons player, along with Justin McDonald and Alexander Jemaev, to hit the 20-goal mark. 17:30 time of the goal. And I think the assist should go to Slahetka and Duncan. We'll see what they announce here, but Moore, the empty netter. And so D'Aloisio very quickly back in the net. That didn't last long.
No, it's the
Here's a break on the left side. Hunter moving in with a shot. He scores! Ryan Hunter turns on the Jets up the left side. Make it 7-1.
That's speed, right? That's his game, and he's constantly working on it, and it's something that, like, as he's matured as a player in this league here, he's using his speed, and it shows there when the separation he made on that play. It's phenomenal. So great individual effort by Hunter there.
Well, for our French fans, I'll throw out the La Vitesse 2A. Speed kills.
Yeah, there you go.
His 15th of the season. Turned over just inside the River Dragons line, but Hunter tried to leave the zone with it. Couldn't. Columbus will wedge this one out, and here's Moore trying to come down on it. Gloved away from him by Lambert. Bounced in, and Shikarik will turn for it. Gill and Swan the assists on the Hunter goal. And now Columbus is just going to rag it back behind the net and take their time setting up this breakout. Barr is just watching. I think at some point he's got to force him out, and he does. Shikarik at the right side. Columbus to center here. Petrantonio into the high slot. Doe tips it away to the corner. Jemaev on it. We'll cycle it around, back to the right side. Petrantonio takes a look. Quick shot on net. D'Aloisio, the glove save, and he holds on. 7-1 River Dragons. In the last 4 games now, Taylor, 30 goals.
Wow.
30.
No, that's the thing. Things are clicking at the right time, and I honestly, besides the goals, Tom, I'll be honest with you, I am just more impressed with the defensive game that we played tonight. This is probably the most complete game we've played all year, and like we said going into the third, we were interested in seeing if we'd keep up with that pace, and the team definitely did. And they weren't playing risky. They scored a few more goals playing the right way, and that's what I love to see, and I think the group is going to be really excited about that tonight. Shutting down the SeaWolves is such a difficult task, and Columbus has really done it here tonight. Last minute of play in regulation, 19 shots for the SeaWolves, 1 goal. Columbus will lift the wedge out. A bouncer down the ice. Lind after it. Petrantonio, pesky on the forecheck here, keeps it in. Here's Doe on the right side. They'll put it up top to the right point. Underwood on it. Underwood into the right side corner. Drifts behind the net to Jemaev. Jemaev on the near side trying to kick it free. Referee wants him to move it. We don't get many whistles on pucks tied up on the boards, I'll tell you that much. Back up the near side. Out to Doe. Doe delays, fanned on the pass. Licio at center. Moving it across Kuznetsov in over the line and lost it to the D. Bockwell clearing it ahead out to center. The countdown is on.
And the game is over. River Dragons win it 7-1. And a very frustrated D'Aloisio flips the net and heads off the ice. But that, in a nutshell, that is what the River Dragons did to the SeaWolves all night tonight. They frustrated them.
Yeah, it sums up the night for the Mississippi SeaWolves. And you know what? Like, we got to give credit to Columbus here, and the guys played amazing. Like I said earlier here, complete game, probably the best complete game I've seen us play all year. And from goaltending to offensive, shutting things down, it was amazing to watch here.
And T-Joe, with you joining us here, Duncan doing the storm surge, I think, right there. He brought the hammer down right on the dot at center. But I know last night we broke for the 3 stars, came back, but tonight we'll stay here and let you give us your final thoughts here while the team wraps it up down on the ice and then go to 3 stars. So just your final thoughts on how this one went.
Yeah, no, like it's the team's catching stride at the right time. Complete game by everybody. Everybody did their job. It's awesome to see. This point of the year, I'll stress it again, it's so important just to create those good habits. You don't want to start these good habits in playoffs. It's too late by then. We need to start it now and just continue to build off that.
And a couple of SeaWolves fans heading out here, and I want to say thanks to them and any SeaWolves fans that did make the trip here. Just like we love seeing our fans make the trip, and love seeing opposing fans come into the barn here as well, and makes for a great atmosphere. So our thanks to anyone who does make the trip down here to Columbus as well. And boy, now a chance here for the River Dragons to just, say thanks to the faithful here, and just a tremendous night of hockey in front of a great crowd. Youth hockey night, so you love not only that, but a great example for the kids. You want to learn how to play hockey tonight? Was a pretty good game to learn from.
Yeah, this was textbook. I know Boomer is going to be really happy about this.
He's going to be so thrilled.
I'm excited to get down there and just see what he's saying and stuff. But it's I think the thing is we're just going to stress this week of practice preparing for next weekend is just let's continue this. Let's keep building off this. This is a great thing. Let's not go backwards. Let's go forwards and continue to progress.
Well, and the River Dragons with a big win, I think a statement win here tonight, 7-1. Over the Mississippi SeaWolves. And so in a moment, we're going to turn it over to PA announcer Dana Barker for tonight's 3 stars of the game, brought to you by Wade Cleaners. They are the official cleaners of Scorch and Torch. And then we will head into our Pepsi postgame show. But here we are. Let's go to Dana.
Tonight's 3rd star with 3 assists, number 7, Justin. Tonight's 2nd star with a 4.9, 1 goal and 3 assists, number 88, Brian Hunter. And tonight's 1st star with a hat trick and at the end of the boot, a 4-goal night for number 15, Kyle Moore.
Boy, I don't think a lot of mystery tonight. Kyle Moore, the 1st star with 4 goals on the evening. Numbers 17, 18, 19, and 20. And we'll get an interview down on the ice with Kyle Moore.
With our number 1 star of the night. Take it away, Melina and Morsey.
And I'm here with our star of the night, Kyle Moore, who scored 4 of the 7 goals tonight. Now let's talk about one of those goals being a hat trick. How do we feel about that?
Well, it feels good. Thursday night, very winning. That's why I scored almost to get a light spring there.
Okay, the Dragons are on a 13-game winning streak. How fun is it being part of the success of the team?
I don't know, speechless. This team is so special. We're so deep. We're a family with brothers in there, and it's just crazy to see what we can do the rest of the year.
And it was another night with over 50 plus goals. How do we make sure these goals keep coming into the net?
Sorry, I think you're going to crowd this is not.
It was another night when there were 50 on the goal. How do we make sure these goals keep coming into the net?
We just got to play hard, grab the net, and get shots through, and get people in front of the net, and we're going to keep putting up touchdowns.
Okay, last question. What are your thoughts on the overall offensive performance between the two games?
I can't do math, but 8 plus 6, that's a lot of goals for us. A couple touchdowns in 2 games, you can't beat that.
Awesome. Thank you, baby. Congratulations.
All right, Kyle Moore, tonight's first star, and we're ready to take a break. I want to say thanks to Taylor Joseph, who's already headed down to the locker room area as the River Dragons wrap up a 7-1 win here tonight over the Mississippi SeaWolves. Into the Pepsi postgame show we go. We'll wrap up the scoring. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Give you some final analysis on this one. Columbus, 25 wins on the year now. Another 3 points in the bag. They're at 83 and 7-1. Huge statement win tonight over Mississippi. Back with more in a moment. Into the Pepsi postgame show. This is River Dragons hockey. Join your Columbus River Dragons in saluting our military on Saturday, February 3rd against the Mississippi SeaWolves. This game will sell out, so get your tickets now through the Civic Center box office or online at Ticketmaster.com. And if you'd like to help bring troops out to the game, call the River Dragons office at 706-507-4625. That's 507-4625. River Dragons Hockey. It's go time.
Applebee's all-you-can-eat riblets, shrimp, and boneless wings are back for just $14.99. Applebee's, you know that's eating good in the neighborhood.
For a limited time, get super fast internet and YouTube TV starting at just $82.98 per month.
Peppermint season is back at Tim Hortons with even more peppermint flavor. It's the tastiest, mintiest way to cheers the holidays. 'Tis the season to treat yourself with any $1 medium latte when you order on the app. Only at Tim Hortons.
Introducing New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
And we're back here in the Pepsi postgame show. Tom Callahan here with you as we wrap things up. And we get some kids coming out on the ice here for a postgame photo. By the way, if you want to bring a group out to River Dragons hockey, if you have 30 or more in your group, you get a postgame photo on the ice. A lot of things you can do with the group. There's plenty of options, including merchandise credits and shopping sprees. We can put food packages in there for you. All kinds of fun things, mascot visits, and possibly even a ride on the Party Zamboni as well. Give us a call if you want to bring out your group, 706-507-4625, 507-4625, and our own intrepid Noah Shelton will be happy to sell you that group, so you can reach out to Noah as well. River Dragons with a big 7-1 win here tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look back at the scoring from this one. Pretty much all River Dragons all night long. Starts back in the first at 5:03. Carter Shinkarik's 11th on the power play from Wickline and Jemaeth. And Columbus only needed 8 seconds of power play time to put that first goal up on the board, make it 1-0, and they were off and running. And then the first of 4 from Kyle Moore on the night, his 17th from Justin McDonald and Ryan Hunter at 19:35. And that made it 2-0 at the break. By the way, now Justin McDonald, who would go on to post 3 assists tonight, an incredible run. He is now up to 23 straight games with a point. That is a league record. And McDonald just continues to impress. More than 50 points in this scoring streak. He has a point in every single game dating all the way back to December 1st. Just an incredible run right now for Justin McDonald. And Kyle Moore extends his personal best scoring streak now to 12 games. And 4 goals on the night here. Just an impressive effort out of him. 2-0 after 1. Moore scores his second 32 seconds into period number 2 from Hunter and McDonald to make it 3-0. Then a power play marker for Alex Dorjahan, his 14th from Doe and Petrantonio at 8:36. And at 18:35, Moore completes the hat trick at the end of the second period from McDonald and Hunter to make it 5-0. Into the third, Mississippi would get one back. On the power play, Matt Stoya with a shot from the left point that eludes Brendan Colgan. Perhaps a screen in front there. He didn't see it. And it's the 8th of the year for Stoya from Learakos and Wong at 2:39. But that was it for the SeaWolves offense. Kyle Moore, an empty net goal. The SeaWolves played a little risky. They needed 4. They pulled the goaltender early. But Moore makes them pay, chasing down a dump down the ice and putting it in the empty nets. Lahetka and Duncan the assists on that one at 17:30. And then 11 seconds later with the goaltender back in, the River Dragons score another one anyway. As it turns out for Columbus that Ryan Hunter would get on the goal column. And after posting 3 assists tonight, Hunter, his 15th from Gill and Swan at 17:41. And that rounds out the scoring in this one. Shots by period for the River Dragons, 21 in the first, 20 in the second, 10 in the third for 51. For the SeaWolves, 6 in the first, 4 in the second, 9 in the third. They had 19 on the night. River Dragons power play, 2 for 6, 1 for 4 for Mississippi. We'll take a break here at the Pepsi Postgame Show, and when we come back, time to look back at the out-of-town scoreboard, and we'll wrap things up in just a little bit. River Dragons win it 7-1 over the Mississippi SeaWolves. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Introducing new Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
Back here at the Pepsi Postgame Show, Tom Callahan here with you. River Dragons with a big win here tonight over the Mississippi SeaWolves 7-1. Before we get to the out-of-town scoreboard, let's take a break. 10 seconds along the network for station identification.
You're listening to River Dragons Hockey on WKCN HD2 Fort Moore, Columbus, and W295AY Crystal Valley. 106.9 really rocks.
And so as we look at the finals here, Zelmo's Zip-In bringing you the out-of-town scoreboard. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passion since 1999. In the FPHL tonight, the Motor City Rockers win one at home at Big Boy Arena as they take down the Binghamton Black Bears by a 3-1 count. In overtime, 4-3, Port Huron tops Watertown here this evening. Elmira does win both halves of a home-and-home at the Danbury Hat-Tricks. They win it 6-3 tonight on the road in Danbury. That is a tough place to win a hockey game. Carolina Thunderbirds 3-1 winners tonight over the Blue Ridge Bobcats. The Zydeco, the only team in the league not in action tonight. In the NHL finals from earlier tonight, Blues 3-1 over the Sabres. In overtime, Red Wings 4-3 over the Canucks. Stars 3-2 beat the Canadiens. 5-2 Flames over the Islanders. Caps shut out the Bruins 3-0. Panthers blanked the Avs 4-0. Hurricanes in overtime 1-0 winners over the Devils. Sebastian Aho, the only goal of the game to win it in the OT. Lightning hold on for a 4-2 win over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Senators over the Maple Leafs 5-3 tonight. Boy, the Maple Leafs woes continue. Flyers 3-2 beat the Kraken. Jets hold on 2-1 over the Penguins. After 2 periods of play in Nashville, the Predators and Coyotes are tied up at 2. 10 o'clock puck drop tonight. The Oilers are at the LA Kings. And then in men's college hoops here tonight, several 10 o'clock tips that are just about ready to or have gotten underway, including number 8 Arizona at Colorado, Kansas State at number 21 BYU, Boise State at number 22 Utah State. Games in the second half right now, number 2 Purdue with a pretty comfortable lead, 75-57 over Indiana. Number 6 Tennessee trailing Texas A&M now 66-48. With 7 minutes to go in the second half of that one. And UNLV leads number 25 New Mexico State 68-63 with just under 5 to go in the second half. Finals from earlier today, winners include number 1 UConn, and Rutgers beats number 11 Wisconsin. Number 16 Alabama beats LSU. Number 19 Creighton over Xavier. Number 15 South Carolina over Vanderbilt. Number 9 Duke tops Boston College. Michigan State beats number 10 Illinois. Number 14, Iowa State over TCU. Florida beats number 12, Auburn today. Number 3, North Carolina over Miami. Number 5, Houston tops Cincinnati. Unranked Gonzaga takes down number 17, Kentucky. And number 23, Texas Tech tops UCF. Number 4, Kansas beats number 13, Baylor. And number 7, Marquette takes care of unranked St. John's. That's it for that Zelmo Zip in out-of-town scoreboard. One more break to go in the Pepsi postgame show. We'll wrap it up next. Stay tuned. 7-1 River Dragons win it here tonight. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Introducing New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
Back here in the Pepsi postgame show, Tom Callahan here with you as we get set to wrap things up. And, boy, what a great game tonight for the Columbus River Dragons. Again, a statement win. 7-1 on the scoreboard looks good. And the fact that the River Dragons in the last 4 games have now scored 30 goals. They're averaging 7.5 goals a game over that stretch. Next weekend, they wrap up the homestand. The Baton Rouge Zydeco back in town, and they just hung an 8 spot on the Zydeco last night. But really the important takeaway from tonight, and Taylor Joseph talked about it as well, but defensively, how solid the River Dragons were, only allowing 19 shots. The power play goal that went in, Brendan Colgan looked like he was screened on it, didn't really get a chance to see it and make the save on it. I think that the River Dragons did an excellent job in both ends of the ice tonight. They really bottled up a normally potent SeaWolves attack, just really clogged up the neutral zone, took away the passes, and a fantastic job for Columbus here this evening. So kudos to them for doing an amazing job and really kind of buckling down. And that kind of stifling defense, if they're able to really hone in on that style of play moving forward, there is no reason why this River Dragons team can't make a serious run at a Commissioner's Cup championship here this year. Still with the win, the River Dragons now improve on the season to 25-3, 2-2-1. They dropped the SeaWolves to 13-17, 2-2-2. Columbus now has 83 points on the season and are 6 points clear of Binghamton in the Empire Division for the overall league lead in the points, and they still have 1 game in hand over the Black Bears. My thanks to my broadcast crew here tonight for getting us through for our television coverage on Christian Television Network and on the radio side, 106.9 Really Rocks. And, of course, our fans watching on the YouTube channel at Columbus River Dragons. We appreciate all of you being here and being a part of Columbus River Dragons hockey. One more time, your final, the River Dragons beat the SeaWolves 7-1. This is Tom Callahan saying good night. Good night.
Thank you for being a part of Columbus River Dragons hockey. This game was brought to you in part by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Columbus River Dragons. Zelmo Zip-In, the official fuel provider of the River Dragons. Air Force Heating and Air, the official heating and air company of the River Dragons. Country Inn and Suites, the official host hotel of the River Dragons. And by Chick-fil-A Midland, Tim Hortons, Columbus Diagnostic, Shredaway, the Overby Company, Vector Ply, Trivioli's, The Jersey Shop, Beam TV, WYBU Christian Television Network, Troy University, Largeman Dental, BKI Accounting, The Optical Shop, Piggly Wiggly, Sun South John Deere, Wade Cleaners, Houston Clinic, Abercrombie Bonding, First Franklin Financial, and Old School Barber Shop. This has been a presentation of Ignite Sports and Entertainment. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use is prohibited without the express written consent of Ignite Sports and Entertainment and the Columbus River Dragons. This has been a presentation of the Columbus River Dragons.